Hello, Rain Gang! How we doing today? How is everyone? Hello! 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 I'm gonna ban Sable!
Summon the hemorrhoid.
I just fucking turned that back on, Akaza. Of course you saw it. Of course you did. How is everyone today? Thank you all for the check-ins. I know we don't have a game on the overlay yet because Minecraft likes to be a bitch unless it's full screen. There we go. There it is. Juiced up on Monster and Red Bull? Be careful. Be safe. You have an important question for Henry? I'll go get him. What cooldown have I got that on? I think I've got it on a limit. Oh. What? You've been summoned. I literally just turned it back on, and like as soon as I started.
I've been summoned, I'll be back for a second.
Literally as soon as I started, Akaza redeemed it. The second. The second.
Need a ritual as I appear. Damn, who's too fat?
A ritual? His ass too fat?
Who too fat?
Yeah, it's apparently Sable's ass is too fat. He said low gang when I said rang gang.
Hoob dance.
Who dance? Akaza Henry is here.
Doctor Who?
Busy watching Doctor Who and eating a nice hoagie? Nice.
And Bloodborne, yeah, you have to for Bloodborne 2. That you're definitely going to buy an $800 Switch for, right? Right?
Yeah, aren't we all buying a Switch 2 just for unofficial Bloodborne 2?
You know someone's...
Bloodborne 2 in spirit.
Someone's doing Dead God with no deaths.
Oh, really?
Dead God.
Dead God with no deaths. In Isaac.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mayhaps when I get a job... Imagine not having a job. I also don't have a job right now.
Thank you for the streak, rat. The rat is streaking. By saying the word definitely, I have been summoned. Welcome in, Defo.
Deathless run until you get to that boss. I can't remember.
Margit.
No, not Margit. The Bloodborne one. I think it starts with V.
Get your head out of your fucking pants, you weirdo!
Amelia. Get to Vicar Amelia, and then you actually die there for once.
Bye, he's leaving.
Bye.
Tell me that I've got that on like a once or twice per stream. So I don't have to get up and get him again. Tiny just gave you the worst news. Is it that she won't let you fuck her? What is it, Maxine? If Akaza's in the US, no, Akaza's in Australia. I think people that want to employ you, yeah. Hello, fella! Hello! Oh, you're at Sable's house! Hello! We got the whole Sable gang. We got Sable, Zeph, and Feta all in the same house. Vicar Amelia would. No! Stop with the low gang! If I told you guys it genuinely upset me, would you stop doing it? Big ups to Henry and his goon break. What? Never died, nor will I ever. Not even 10 minutes in, Henry's already jorking it. He like, what? Is it a man thing? Is it a penis haver thing? He'll like have his hand in his pants. Like he'll be not doing anything. It's just sitting in his pants. Like, it's just there. It weirds me out a little bit. Does he shave his nutsack? Rarely. But stop if you actually dislike it. I do just a little bit. It irks me. The low gang thing irks me just a little bit because I don't in any way want to be related to that piece of shit of a human being. If that means that I have to change the name, it sounds too similar. Okay, well then I'm just gonna have to change it. I mean, I liked it, but yeah. It's only certain men like Henry and my dad. Ew! Okay, I think I would genuinely have... Let me check. Let me check the fucking cooldown on this. I'm about to change it to once per stream. He's trying to play a game with his mother. Where is it? What have I got it? Okay, 2 redemptions per stream. Okay. It can stay like that for now. Chat wants uppies. He's gonna be so mad that I'm about to go and get him again. Someone else redeemed it. Rat. Someone new to the community. Ringles! Send pics of him doing it because I don't know what you're talking about. This is a trick I actually don't know. What, like, his hand just, like, is inside his pants. Like, that's it. Penis. Thank you, Panther. Chat wants uppies. Hello. Hello, Makala. We're more important. Yeah. A guy I know walks around with their hands in their pants.
Rats. Where is this rat? Hello, Mr. Rat or Mrs. Rat or
No,
just Rat.
I think it's Mr. Rat. John Twitch Rat.
A rat.
No pronouns, though.
Just rat.
Person Rat. No, just Rat.
Rat with a hard R.
Scratching his nutsack, that is relatable.
That's not what I'm doing.
Then what are you doing? Can you explain, please?
Tisming. I'm Mr. Cucumber.
That's penis. Chad. Mr. Penis.
Where is Mr. Rat?
Rat, the hemorrhoid has been summoned. My wiener penis.
I'll be in 30 seconds. Sorry, Mom.
John Twitch Rat, rat/rat. It's okay. This is the last time it can be redeemed. I've got a limit of 2 per stream. Touching himself with the tism. Apparently him shoving his hands in his pants and walking around like that is an autistic stim. What was the thing about Henry's penis in his pants? I mean, where else would it be, Lorelei? When he was 12!
I think Rat despawned.
Rat summoned you and then despawned.
Did they say anything?
A butterfly knife.
Oh, hi who?
No, just bring Henry back. Oh, and ask him. Ask him about the penis thing. That's what we're asking you about.
Big pats.
Are you standing by that it's an autistic stim?
Yes.
Bye. He's leaving again.
Come on, who?
Where else? In my mouth. Thank you, Maxine. I'm sure he would appreciate that. Something about hands in pants? Yeah, Henry walks around with his hands in his pants because he's autistic or something. I don't know. That was the reason he gave me. Take a picture of him he wasn't doing it right then and there. Maxine, I'm not going to take a picture of him with his hand in his pants. What's wrong with you? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Oh, okay, we've got... okay. Despawning pickaxe again. Okay, so, if I remember correctly, where we left off last time, I was getting butterflies in jars. That's what was happening. And now I am a really long way from my house. It's okay. We're gonna... It's fine. It's gonna be walking simulator for the start. Or maybe I should determine what I'm actually working on first, because I really don't know. Don't do that, it's not an autism thing. Well, that's what I'm saying, it's an autistic stim, because not everyone's stim's the same. Nah, bro. Pen spinning that shit, yeah? We don't need that list. You want the list? No, that's okay. That's okay. He's playing rock, paper, scissors with his dick. Is the dick always, like, what element does that represent? Scissors, paper, or rock? If it's hard, it's rock. Oh, I hiccuped. If it's hard, it's rock. If it's, soft, it's paper. Somewhere in between is scissors? He just a freak. What if instead of hemorrhoid, it was freakroid? If it's sharp, it's scissors. Supposed symptoms of autism alongside Nazism. That's crazy. I don't know, Makala. At this point, what do y'all expect? What do y'all expect? I could extend some drawers, I suppose. I could make a storage system. That sounds boring as hell, but like, the only way I'm gonna get it done is if I do it during stream. Going for a shower? Okie dokie, enjoy your shower. If there's an odd fapping noise and some light self-choking, it's just giving it an autistic stim, but when I do it, they ask me to leave McDonald's. If his foreskin is open, it's scissors. That's okay, Maxine. Is it because it's cut? Ah! Hello, Tiny, you got your ice cream? Hell yeah! Ice cream. What flavor ice cream you got? Alright, I'm gonna, yeah. Sleep, because I don't want to deal with monsters. I just wanna have a peaceful stroll back to my house. Is that too much to ask for? Cookie dough! That is such a yummy flavor. Cookie dough is a great flavor, but only specifically if it has pieces of actual cookie dough in it. If it doesn't have pieces of actual cookie dough in it, why is it calling itself cookie dough? That's misinformation. I will no longer eat ice cream. Gotta eat off tummy. But that'd be sticky. Who in chat is a cut crusader or hooded hero? That's new. That's new. Honestly, that is a crazy thing to ask in a Twitch chat. Personally, I have a vagina. So I guess I'm always a hooded hero. Because, you know, the hood on the clip. Anyway. Yummy. Not answering that one. Little too personal. Bro! What do you mean, bro? You're the one that asked. You don't like cookie dough ice cream? What the cum? What the cum? A helmet or a beanie? A beanie? What, the hood of the coochie or a foreskin? How am I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Sinji. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. So, like, they have a name similar to those, but for Vag, no. Henry is... actually, you know, he might. You'll just have to remember it for next stream. If he has, he's never said it to me. Had a bladder infection at 9? A bladder infection? Ow. Well, I got around to adding the Yippee to 7TV. Chose to do that over refilling my meds because you ran out of spoons. That is completely fair, Jorbs. You do what you can on the daily, and if you don't have the spoons for one thing, if you achieve something else, then that's amazing. You did a thing. You're gonna have a nap again. Get you some sleepies. I love napping. Napping is good. I hope your nap is restful. Winter clothes or summer bikini? Is that you asking me, Maxine, like which I would prefer to wear? If my dick size isn't getting revealed, neither is the state of my foreskin. That's pretty valid. That's valid. Chaotically creative, and that if I ask him, he might very well have an answer. He could, yeah. He could, he might. Maybe I'll ask for you later if I remember. Ham sandwich or full deli flaps? Didn't Rachel come up with something the other day? It was it like beef slices or something? It was beef slices, and I thought that was hilarious. Funny way to ask sexuality is hole or pole? What about both? It's gonna be Pokemon related. It's just a fucking, Weeping Bell? Weeping Bell's the one that looks like a fleshlight, right? 9 out of 10 on your quiz! That's amazing, Jobs! 9 out of 10 is so good. Salami lips or something. It was cooked. It was fully cooked. Well done, if you will. Roast beef sandwich with the jus? Jus? Is it jus? Is that how that's pronounced? I have a poll, but I want a hole. But like, what would you prefer to like interact with? I think is the question. There's something coming for me. I think it's a sheep. It's a sheep. We're fine. What is that? Oh yeah. Oh, I can't stand on them. Or break them. What are these for? Oh, it's driftwood. I don't have a fishing rod. Hold on. Do I have the stuff for a fishing rod? I might. Oh, it gives enchanted books? Let's fucking go. Okay, there's a sheep here. Somewhere. It's dying time. Sorry, I need this. Modded, my beloved. Now, do I have... I thought I had the ability to use... This is a crafting table. I do! Pog, okay. Do I have to fish directly into them? Or just, like, near them? Aim the bob right? Okay, I'll move it a little bit closer. It's inside! Gib. Gib. You'll know it works when it takes damage when you really- Oh. There we go. Okay, what was that? Guess I'll never know because I think it flew over my head. Unless it was this. Oh, it was an ancient scroll. I'm gonna put, like, the butterflies and shit in here. There we go. Hello, rat. Beloved cutie patootie. Are you eating sable like cheese? Oh, man. It's the meme song. Why is this taking so long? I'd eat sable, alright. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. Give me books. Just for you? Just for Maxine? Even though everyone now knows it? We've all got the information now. What are we going to do with it? Oh, it did give me one. A power 5! Zam! Okay, that's kind of goated. Fish! Pole. As a pansexual, OMG books! I guarantee those two messages are not related, but that is funny. Weepin' Bell is literally on a hole. Bro is a hole. Salami, because that was the day you ate salami. Salami slices. This man is hoarding PP inches. Get him! Cock size must now be disclosed in chat. You will be categorized accordingly. Like a slice of cheese, you be folded 12 times and licked for- Why do you lick your cheese, Maxine? That's a really strange way to eat cheese. You had me at the folding it 12 times, but why are you licking it? and rubbing it around your mouth. That's insane. It grew backwards! Is that just a coochie at that point? If it's like inwards? That's called a vagina rat! To taste it. I don't know about you, but I can taste things without licking them aggressively and rubbing them around the inside of my mouth. Like, I just chew things. I wish it was that simple. Beat Bloodborne deathless ass? I'm scared, Akaza. What monstrosity have you created? It's retractable? Honestly, that'd be kind of handy if you could just, like, retract it. And probably the balls as well. That would also be handy, because aren't those the things that always get, like, hit or sat on? Like, if you could just, like, bring them inside your body, that would be pretty useful, I think. You keep something in your mouth, the more flavor profiles you're able to catch for it, and the more soaked in saliva it becomes. And gooey and squishy. Go Gadget Extendo Dick! What's that you got in your pants? It's a mystery mouse-tool we're gonna use later. 4 days! That is not long at all! That's so soon! Saliva, yeah, I know that, but it doesn't mean it needs to digest 3/4 of the way while it's still in your mouth. You got stomach acid for that shit. Feta info that has made me so very mad. Oh no, what happened, Makala? 4 days is basically tomorrow. That's what I'm saying! 6 days until I see you. I'm so excited! I'm so excited to see the Minecraft movie with y'all. Let my dick and balls retract! It would be so much easier for, like, trans women as well, because then you know, if you don't want to bulge, you just retract it in. Like, obviously it's not the same as having a coochie, but at the very least it's not visible from the outside, you know? Ping you and Henry in Discord when I send it. Henry must bear witness to the creation. I'll make sure he does. Makes it easier to digest, thus you can extract more nutrients from it. You think I'd be eating things for nutrients? Hello, Pizza Boy! How you doing? I hope you're doing good today. Breezely met up with Radio if they hadn't moved. It would have been a train and a bus. That's so sad! That's so sad, Makala! What the fuck? I feel so bad for them that they had to move to America. Like, the fucking US of all places. Good lord. And now it's gonna be probably so much harder for them to come back as well. Like, I don't know what it's like getting back into Australia if you, like, move to a different country on, like, a visa of some kind. They were talking about it in stream yesterday, I think. But yeah, they moved to the US because they were forced to move to the US because their family had to move there. I think they only arrived, like, yesterday or the day before or something. Very, very recent. I'm also doing good. Thank you for the check-in. Coco Gadget HRT. Could have ridden me like a cow person. Damn. So there's more than one reason why it sucks for them to have moved. Absolutely help them get a ticket back. I hope they get to come back at some point, because they really sound like they don't like being there. Which I wouldn't either. Of all the countries on Earth to have to be forced to move to, that's probably one of the ones that I would like to not have to move to. They might just get deported given the current administration actions. You know, you could be right. You could be right. Oh, okay. It's a sunfish! I'm gonna kill it. It's time to die. Fuck this thing.
Remember, chat. Saliva is digestive fluid, So when you give him that hot chewy, you're digesting his cock and balls.
You are actually eating it. Sunfish is so fucking stupid. Have you seen this, King? Where did it go? It's here now. There is an entire quest in this mod pack that is just about killing sunfish. And it has the entire, like, copy pasta of the rant about sunfish in the description. It's for me. It's for me. And then I get a Norlax out of it. Gigantic, shiny Norlax. But I gotta kill 100 of them. I'm at 1, because I don't think they spawn very often. That's like the first one I've seen. But then again, I really don't be paying that much attention when I'm like boating around, because I'm usually reading chat. I've gotta kill it, yeah! Anything other than pure white? Wait, what are you talking about? We're gonna get my card. I'm gonna buy them an apartment in Australia. Can you buy me an apartment in Australia, Panther? JK. Unless the mola is God's mistake. It literally is. It's so useless. Actually, I found out recently that its one purpose on Earth is to keep jellyfish populations under control. Which, as someone that's kind of scared of jellyfish, I have a newfound respect for the sunfish. I turned on the TTS regime just to send that I turned it back on. Is it not actually back on? Because I re-enabled it. All of the channel points should be there again, I hope. Unless Mix It Up as being a cum nugget, which is possible. Turned it on. Well, apparently Twitch doesn't listen to me then, because I literally flicked the switch to turn the bitch on. It's true. It does slowly dissolve food, and that's why if you, for example, chew bread for a long time, you will dissolve sucrose into... Damn. I can just create some glucose in my mouth with some bread. Just some bread. Just have to convince my wife. I'm sure, unless you all have, like, a very big excess of money, your wife would be like, absolutely the fuck not. The ultimate specimen. I bet it's nightmare fuel. I bet it's nightmare fuel. It's nightmare fuel. It looks like if Squidward were to get his nose removed and his face bashed in. That's my take on Akaza's Bloodborne character. Sea turtles eat more jellies! But at least it's helping! Spend 40 grand buying an internet person apartment? You think... Oh, Panther. Oh, Panther. Do you think apartments here are only 40 grand? Oh, you sweet innocent bean. Make 6 figures, it's not impossible. Can that be me one day? But, like, without having to put in the work to do it, you know? You feel me? 40 grand. Oh, UK money? Okay, that could be a little different. At the very least, that's like a really hefty down payment. Like a really hefty down payment. I like jellyfish though, but would you like, okay, jellyfish are cool and everything. I just don't want them near me while I'm swimming in the ocean. I love swimming in the ocean, but if I get told there's jellyfish, like, if I see, like, blue bottles washed up on the shore, I ain't going in that water. As much as I might want to swim in it, I'm not
Don't insult
touching
Billiam.
it. Billiam? That's a great name. Billiam is an absolutely top tier name. I think I might have taken it, but there is a chance that there is a waypoint here. Which, it's not really saving me that much time, but it will save me some at the very least. Give you more than snuggles, I'm sure you would, Maxine. I'm sure you would, I don't doubt it. Please tell me it's still here. Oh god. Okay. Okay. This is a little unnecessary, don't you think? I've got an entourage. I think I have moved this one. Oh, well, it was worth a check. Back in the boat I go. Where is it? I keep trying to press tab to bring up my map because that's what it is in Repo. My surgery is only 10k. Is 84,000. Yeah, that would be a really hefty down payment. Be huge. Having the remaining 5k for my surgery to have it now instead of waiting over another year would solve many problems. Yeah, I know. I wish we could just give it to you, Sambal. Thank you so much for the follow, David Wash Dishes. Can you come wash my dishes? Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your time here. Welcome back, Sea Dragon. How was your shower? Let me go get my card real quick. Yeah, don't buy me a don't worry about buying me a house. Give the last 5k to Sable for his top surgery. That would also impact my life and make my life better because I want Sable to be able to get his top surgery done before my wedding so that he is as comfortable as possible. And can wear the suit of his dreams as my bridesman. I'm gonna sob do it. only being 5k away from, like, the 14 grand that it's... Was it 14 or 10 grand? I can't remember. Of getting the full thing done is insane. Like, you've made so much progress towards that total amount. The fuck is top surgery? Getting titties chopped off!
It's him. It's Panther. Panther is the suspiciously wealthy furry.
Suspiciously wealthy furry! Health insurance is like 1k. 1k for health insurance? I hate that. Otherwise out of pocket, yeah. Health insurance helps, but it also is expensive in itself. I'm not a furry, bitch. When does Henry... Defo. Why would you say something like that? They're gonna say because I want to suck his nipple without him being dysphoric. I mean, could do that too, you know. That could also be an option. It's when you cut a hole in boob and use a vacuum to suck out all the fat. I personally really despise that description of top surgery. Even as someone that is never gonna go and get that done. I like my titties, thank you. Hate that. It's true. I'm aware that it's true, but, like, let me blissfully ignore the vacuuming of the titty fat. Thank you very much. I don't know if my, respawn point is still set here, so I'm gonna check. 4 of the K's is to give Henry Sable's what? Sable's boobs? Henry doesn't want Sable's boobs. Wish I could be in his place. Do you? I guarantee okay. Real talk though, anyone that's jealous of, like, Henry's position as, like, you know, my lover, my mans, I need you to consider the fact that I am incredibly mentally unstable and that Henry puts up with a lot of shit. It's not as glorious as it sounds. That's for sure. Could have phrased it differently, but chose not to. Exactly. I mean, I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. Slurp it all up with his awesome boobers. Boobus. Remove some skin, yeah, because otherwise it'd be all saggy and shit, and that'd be kind of nasty, you know. Has emotionally ruined me for tonight. I hope it's not in a bad way. I just want you to be, like, comfy. Suctioning of lipids within the area between the abdomen and the shoulders. Lipids. Lipids? Does anyone else kind of really hate that word? Lipids. I'm gonna lick your lipids. Vacuum your lipids.
I actually lied. They stick a straw in his boobs like a Capri Sun and suck it out. Therese, some nutrition in there.
There's some nutrition in there. Yeah, why aren't we giving titty meat to the people that are going hungry? Why are we wasting this delicious titty meat? Where did I decide that was going? In here. Maybe I might continue filling this out and turn this into storage. I don't know. Oh, that's right. I was gonna build a house before I made proper storage. Like, build a proper house. Maybe I'll do that. Okay. I think I can build this stream. I think I'm okay to build. Let's give that a go. Shall we? I'm jealous of you being Henry's lover. Okay, that's real. That's real. Henry is caretaker, yeah, pretty much, but without the, like, he's caretaker to the point of not quite being caretaker enough where the government will recognize him as a caretaker, because to some extent, I am independent and can function on my own. I just require him for a lot of things, and, like, mostly, like, emotional support. He's my emotional support animal. What if you have a mouth on each nipple? Then you could suck other people, like, you could suck other people's nipples with your nipples. That'd be kind of hot. That sounds like something Maya would be into. Can we get Maya? Feel sick from the ice cream? No, you ate it too much! You ate it too much! No, it's okay, it's bittersweet way. It'll happen, it's gonna happen, Sable. It must. Top surgery is breast reduction? Yeah, like breast reduction, but the whole titty is gone. It's a mastectomy. It's a mastectomy. Like, removal of the titties. Not jealous of Henry for being in a relationship with you. I'm jealous of Henry in the fact that you have to put up with his shit, but not mine. I mean, I still put up with your shit. You're right here. I'm putting up with your shit right now. Instability and all. I'm glad you guys do. I try not to show it too much on stream, but I am very upfront about it when, like, I'm having a shitty day. Lipids is a word that has no value outside of Fight Club. What does lipids have to do with Fight Club? You know what? Maxine, shut the fuck up. Boob Capri Sun. Word lipid. It's fun to say. Okay, it is a fun word to say, but it kind of sounds like nasty. That's kind of... It's kind of gross, you know? Lip bids. We evolved from kissing booths to auctioning kisses. Okay. Okay. Imagine calling your partner an emotional support animal. You know, sometimes it just has to... just has to happen. Damn! How stinky is Grizzly? Where is the message? Mix it up. Come on, 37%. You clean, you clean.
Gusset.
Gusset? Ew. If boobs had mouths, would it be a blowjob or a boob job? Both. A bloob job. I think once you have the right medication, you can do a lot yourself. Once Medicare kicks in, Vyvanse is about $30 a month. $7 if you're on the right Centrelink card. The problem is, like, having to go through the whole process of, like I know I need to go back to the doctor, and every time I think about booking the appointment, I'm like, because I went to book the appointment. You know, I don't know if it's an ADHD thing or not, but you know when you, like, you go and do something, right? Or you go to do something, like, you put energy with the intention of doing something. So, for example, I put my energy with the intention of booking a doctor's appointment like 2 fucking months ago. And I'd done the whole process and then saw that the doctor that I saw had no appointments available. So then I just haven't touched it for 2 months because I already set aside the time and the energy to do that task, and then it couldn't be done. So then my brain's like, okay, well, I guess we're just not gonna fucking do it then. I don't know why I get so weird about booking appointments. I think it's because I'm, like, so worried that I'm gonna book it wrong, or I'm gonna book it and then something's gonna happen that means I have to reschedule it, and then that energy gets wasted anyway. It's kind of fucking stupid, I ain't gonna lie. Thank you for the 3-stream streak, Ringo. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Executive dysfunction. Hello, Planet. You got your Tims. Hello, Ember. Good morning. Good morning. You get a boob reduction some days. But some days I want them completely gone. I want a little... If I could have a little more titty, I would be happy. Like, just a little bit more. Not, like, excessively a lot. Just a bit more. Lipid lady fat and chemical acids is how Tyler Durden makes the soap? Oh! Right, okay. Wouldn't be my first time seeing lipples. Lipples. Gusset. A piece of material sewn into a garment to strengthen or enlarge a part of it. Why is such a nasty ass word just for clothing? Why did they do that? Thank you for the check-in, Panther. I knew this word and you made me relearn it. Everyone's day's been gone. My day's been alright today. It's been pretty good. Hit a small wall and didn't create a new calendar reminder. Yes, it's an ADHD thing. A reasonable response. I'm glad we all agree. I'm glad we're all in agreement about that. Executive dysfunction park. How do you book an appointment wrong? Like, okay, what if... So I booked the appointment, I have the appointment set up, and then something happens on that day, like there's an event on that day that I didn't know about, or something important happens and I have to cancel the appointment, or the doctor gets sick and can't come to the appointment. I just have all of these things, like, all of these scenarios backed up in my brain, all ready to go for, like, how could this be fucked up today? How could this go wrong? And then it stops me from doing things because my brain's just like, oh, but look at all these things that could go wrong. Like, why would you even want to do it if it has all these chances of going wrong, you know? I don't even need to carry this around. Why do you exist? I guess I can leave it there. Stick. Okay, so I want to build out of this stuff. I'm just gonna build and hope that I like it. Probably not gonna happen. Very wishful thinking, but I'm gonna try. Did I give it a name? Cool Mountain. That'll be it. Oh my god. I'm sorry, buddy, but you need to go. Can you, like... Oh, he drops meat! Bushmeat! Yum! I love me some bushmeat. The joining the stream has made my day worse. That is very fair. Did I just hear the word lipples? You did. Billiam has perished. That was quick. Preaching to the choir. You're... Keep making noises for no reason. I'm having a lovely time with my noise. I'm glad you are, Peter. Making noises is fun. Lip nipples. Older sister is currently waiting to hear back from someone about the price of an autism diagnosis. Person who diagnosed didn't list the right credential. Wait, so your sister has to pay again because the person that diagnosed them in the first place fucked it up. That's messed up. Fat transfer, breast enlargement, take fat from another part of your body. What about taking the fat from someone else's body and putting it into my body? What if I could just take Sable's titty fat and put it into my titties? You know, trade titties. Trade fat. Imagine cancelling an appointment because you nearly miss your good streak.
Delicious late-stage capitalism suksaj.
Yeah. You love to see it. But should have lived in the forest like a little rat. That would have been great. I would love to live in the forest. Brain does that when I'm trying to sleep after doing the thing. Yeah. Technology was a mistake. Lipples. Mr. Class, because I had to get to a VTuber stream, it was worth it. I won a game. That's great, Blunder. Absolutely worth it. And you know what? You could probably catch up on the class later anyway, so it's fine. You'll do things very, very rarely. Very rarely, Ember. Can I time out Henry? He's not even here, Maxine. Or did I miss a message? He's not even here. Why would you need to time him out? He's not here. Finally got a revenge. Why does this exist? Me at me, real. How long I can stay stream before I pass out? That's all good, Rigo. Make sure you get some sleep if you need it. Gonna crash the fuck out over lipples. Grandmother's gonna pay and I'm probably gonna have to pay her back over time. Wait, why do you have to pay your grandma back for your sister's... Wait. Or was it for you? Is it for you? Is it a diagnosis for you or your sister? Okay, it's a diagnosis for you. Okay. 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 It's not even capitalism, it's just America. We're not even in America, Panther. That's the craziest thing. This is just Australia. Steals your titty fat! I'm not allowed to do things the easy and cheap way. Yeah, I feel like that a lot of cars are. Another body isn't a good idea because of possible rejection, but meh, it'd be on immunosuppressants until you die. Okay, that would kind of suck. That would suck. Sleep in lap. Straws your titty and sucks out the fat. How does it taste? Let me know how it tastes. I hope it's good. I hope it's like premium titty fat. I'm probably gonna have to get more anyway, so... The adultier adult. I wish I had an adultier adult that wasn't my dad. Or my auntie. I need an adultier adult than me, but not so adult that they have lived in a different time and don't fully understand what it is like to be in your 20s in today's day and age, you know? Oh, okay, well... How did I manage to do that? I'm just gonna have to come back and destroy this later, because I don't want a pile of fucking cobblestone here. But I need to get back up. His name is Henry. No. Okay, so he probably is more adulty adult than me, but not by a very large margin.
Stabs straw into your boobs and funnels chocolate milk in so your breast milk is chocolate flavor.
That sounds great. That sounds great. Yeah, more of that. More of that, actually. How do you think one builds brackets? Because I wanna build it off the side, but I want it to look like it has, like, supports and stuff. What if there's just a mod that adds supports? They're bridge supports. Oh no, they're just regular supports. Surely that would work, right? They're bridge supports. There's a bridge supports. Thank you for that lurky blunder. Sister's been learning. Yeah, I want an adult to help me learn how to adult. Just become Kirby and suck up someone to get they titty fat. Thank you for the hydrate, planet. Yeah, the Australian government is also fucking garbage. It is also fucking garbage, let's be real. They just blame Labour. The two main parties just constantly blame each other for everything and don't ever change anything. Like, it's just been getting progressively worse and worse, and, like, they'll keep bagging each other out, and I'm like, neither of y'all are really doing that great. Like, I hate to say it, but all I'm saying is I'm not voting for Peter Dutton. I'm not voting for Walmart Donald Trump. We don't need that. We definitely don't need that. No, fuck, but all my friends are mid to late 20s, so I know that shit sucks, yeah. I just feel like my dad sometimes doesn't get it. He's learning, he's getting there, but he sometimes doesn't get it. Like, all my older family members, they kind of just don't understand fully. A demerit zone for job seekers because I had one day to apply for 10 jobs. I was gonna probably say something that could have got me in a lot of trouble. If it was like, if the government decided to come after me, so I'm actually not gonna say that. Gonna make Ranger pump out orange cream? Yummy. On my own spit while trying to make a noise. I'm gonna stop now. Maybe just don't make that noise, you know? The answer has been there the entire time. Just get Henry to blow into your nipple to inflate them. Bonus points if you use helium. How much helium do you think I'd have to use before I start floating? I want to float. This is gonna... Okay, let me just look around because there might be a side of this that has like a really nice view. That's not a nice view. What is that? What biome is that? There's our ocean though. The ocean's pretty. Timu Trump can eat a bag of dicks. Yeah, I'm glad we agree. I just always put Greens first, but I know it's like, it's so unlikely that they're gonna win at any point in the near future because they're not one of the two main parties. And I hate that. Britain, there's decent people who try to help the country because the trickle-down would be good for everyone, and then there's posh twats that steal money. Yeah, because how else do you keep making money other than being a dickhead? I feel like that's the reality of most rich people, is that they got there by being a dickhead. Timu Trump is an option scares me. Scares me too, Jobs. And I just get this horrid feeling that so many of the older generations are gonna vote for him. Because we keep flip-flopping between the two major parties, being like, oh, well, this term was shit, guess we better vote the other party in next term. And then we do, like, the cycle just keeps going. 3 days, but one of the days was the day of the funeral and another was the day of the burial. You've explained it to workforce and they still gave you the demerit. I fucking hate them. Cosplaying a straight white man. Just vote socialist, real. 2 billion went missing. 2 billion? Is it at the very least, like, being investigated or something? Like, because surely someone gets in trouble for that, right? Right? Probably have a good stream, a good rest of day. That's all good, pizza. Have a good sleep. Thank you for hanging out and chatting. I appreciate you. I don't know how many... I want to do, like, stairs up to the main thing. I don't fully know what part I'm going to build it off of yet. I want to build it this side because this is the nicest view, I think. So yeah, I might just go off of here. You know what? We build. If we don't like it, we try again. I have some dirt, I do. I'm gonna try and make it a little flatter. Probably would have been better off using this dirt to climb up rather than the cobblestone, but hindsight is great. Okay. Gonna make it like 2 block wide. And then I'm probably gonna get rid of these underneath blocks. Unless it doesn't look too shabby. Maybe it won't look too shabby. Actually, I shouldn't be making the... Should I be making the floor out of a different wood? I probably should, huh? What wood goes with the blue? 300 biddies!
Forge
Thank you
Shut
for the
just
300
cheered
biddies,
300
Defo!
bits. If someone else ran and hosted it for you, would you consider putting your name on a Minecraft server for the group here?
Perhaps. Mayhaps. What if it was me and Sable? Is that acceptable? Sable and I are like a duo, and he also knows a lot more about Minecraft than I do. Green's is actually a safe bet. Labour will still get in and do sweet fuck all, but the Liberals will literally fall. Yeah, no, I just don't want the Liberals to get in. Country run by retirees who are susceptible to scams is the wrong way to run a country? Yeah, who would have fucking thought? No? What? Keep flip-flopping conservative and liberal because the conservatives successfully convince the public? Yeah. Yeah. 2 billion is not exactly a rounding error, but it happened. 2 billion is definitely not a rounding error. Senate estimates and seeing where the money actually goes. I feel like they should have to be completely transparent about where all their money goes. I don't know why that's not more of a thing. Well, okay, I do know why it's not more of a thing, because most governments are corrupt and they don't want you to know where all the money's going. But I feel like we need to do over with that. Like, get rid of that. Misplace $14 trillion! God, I wish I had $14 trillion to misplace. Had 0 consequences. I hate that. Rang a world. Rang a server. Let's talk plugins and so forth later. I don't know how to do it. You would have to... Sable, would you at least help me with it? Like, help me know what to do? Because I don't even... What the fuck is a plugin? You all ever want to put your balls in Sable's ass sometimes? How does one put their ball in someone's asshole? Like, I feel like testicles really are not made for putting in holes. Black budget, the money gets funneled into that secret military projects, intelligence operations, classified research. I just want there to be... I feel like we would have so much less problem with, like, governments and also just the economy as well if everything had to be transparent. Because then they couldn't do fuck shit.
You stretch open the hole, put balls inside, close hole.
What are you stretching open the hole with, your hands? Okay, I'm gonna find a wood that goes well with this blue wood. I'm just gonna go planks. Orange! Orange! You know how to server plugins a server-side alternative. Oh, yeah, you could help me. No mods needed for players. That would be really good. The process only happens in Senate estimates, and again, it's worth watching the cattiness and the saltiness make you think everyone of them is salty cats. If money was a little different, your server would be on 24/7. Yeah, it's not very cost-effective, Pillow. I understand that. Hello, JCN. Welcome in. You got some popcorn? Can I have some? You sharing the popcorn? The dick goes inside, but where do the balls go? That's not what I said! Have to vote this year. Yeah, I get have to vote this year. 2 weeks or so too young for the voice to parliament thing, and the government tried to fine you even though you were too young. Are they alright? Actually, this whole discussion is how they're not. About how they're not. I just want regular planks. Oh, the peach! Okay, wait. What about the tropical planks with the peach planks? Oh, you could do blue and purple. Strawberry? Or maple? The maple would look nice as well. Maybe the maple because it's more orange. And like orange and blue, that's kind of like part of my color scheme and stuff, you know? Fuck, I guess. A new viewer! Grammar is important. Is it, Maxine? Is it when you're saying stuff like you're gonna put your testicle in someone's ass? Is grammar really that important? Voting later this month because Carnival called a federal election. Yeah, I think we've got a federal election coming up. That's why I'm talking about the Liberals and Labour. Because those are pretty much the two choices. Going beans dick and balls in the hole. Sea Dragon, I'm fairly certain it doesn't. I'm like, as someone who has had the sexual intercourse, you know, a few times before, I can safely say that I have never had testicles inside my coochie. Like, up to the testicles? Yes. Where they're, like, slapping against my ass? Yeah. But the balls inside the coochie, that doesn't happen. Some people put their balls in the condom too. That's cursed. That's actually kind of cursed. I hate that. Server is really cheap to run because it's on your own hardware, but the utilities bills went up $100? $100? What's the deal with that? That's kind of cunted. Okay, do you think Maple Woodlands is the one that has the maple wood? I'm gonna say it's not, because this is Mystics Biomes, and that biome is from Nature's Spirit. So I'm going to assume that they are not the same thing, and that there might in fact be another type of maple wood from Nature's Spirit. Would I be correct in assuming that? Can you fuck off? I'm trying to do something. Heck.
In my sex ed class, a student legitimately asked, "Can a condom kill you?" And my teacher fell silent for a moment before replying, "I mean, if you fucking swallow it or something."
I want to know, what made them ask that question? Yeah, Nature's Spirit log. Okay, what does that look like? I mean, it's still orange, but it's not the same, like, light. I want that light orange. Where does one find Mystics Biomes maple tree? Wait, I bet you it's in, like, that orange... I reckon I know what biome it is. What if... Can I search by... I can't. Okay. I think I know which one it is. I can't remember what it's called. It could be the Autumnal Grove. I reckon it's that. If I had to place bets, I would be placing it on that it's this one. Search. Wait, can you actually just do that with the Nature's Compass? Yeah, no, I did that. I think you weren't watching when I did it. I just went on a whole tangent about how this is nature's spirit, and the block that I'm looking for is a mystic biomes block. So I know it's not gonna be that. I know it's not gonna be that biome. That ain't gonna work. Timu Trump, yeah. Should try having Henry's ball. You know what? Maybe I will, Maxine. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I don't know how they're gonna get in there, but we'll try for sure. Fusion party, but the legalized Mary Jane party would be great to see voted in. And they're like, how the hell did we get voted in? That would be so funny. People see Dutton as kind of stupid. Yeah, no, I hope so too, Lorelai. I think most of the younger generations do, but it's the older generations that are the problem, because there is no cap to voting age. Even though we've got a minimum voting age, we don't have a maximum voting age. So you have all these motherfuckers that are like conservative, basically, that are still able to vote, even though we don't live in 80-year-ago Australia. You know? Funny orange man strikes again. Put a foot up his ass. Sorry, you have faith in the general populace to not put balls in there? Banger song. Was it one of your songs, Ringo? Maybe condoms are like chewing gums. It stays in your stomach and passes through your ass. Be gentlemanly. I will shove mine balls up thy ass. Fair. Fair. The Autumnal Grove sounds like another name for a lady garden. Could I call my coochie an Autumnal Grove because I'm a redhead and my pubes are orange? Is that acceptable? Think we're winning? That's what I'm thinking. Take me and Sable behind the shed. What are we gonna do? What am I gonna do? Paddle your butts? Paddle your asses? What if you swallow it passes through? Drug dealers put condoms. Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? For Twitch's sake, so I've heard. Form an orderly line. Ryan has 1,100 views. We'll have to raid Ryan later. Even though my little homies here, we're gonna be a very small portion of 1,100. We have to raid Ryan for his anniversary. Why should we vote for people who's older? Exactly, Blunder. Exactly.
Ranga, I'm watching a viscera cleanup tutorial on YouTube, and it's literally just a janitor job. They want me to do paperwork in the cleanup game?
I love how now we've got, like, this genre of games that simulates having a real life job. I think it's so funny, and I am the target audience. I am the target audience, because management games, those are my shit. Like, it's one of my favorite kinds of games, because I can feel like a contributing member of society without leaving my house. You feel me? I am the target audience. Age cutoff for voting should be the retirement age. Exactly. Like, if you're retired, then you are no longer contributing to society in any meaningful way anyway. Like, you've done your job. You have done your work. Rest. Don't, you've got this small amount of time left. Don't worry about the fucking government in that time. Go do your thing. Most of those people are too old to even understand what life is like now, especially for younger generations. Hello, Pancake. Welcome. No, I'm cooked when I type Rowan instead of Ryan. I was so confused. I thought you had posted like an art piece of Rowan somewhere and gotten 1,100 views, and I was about to lose my mind. Ranger, what? What did I say? You know what? Top off. That's what I'm saying. So what are you saying? It was Rats by Ghost. Let's go. Ranger Rat. That's me. That's me. What? What the fuck? Pillow, did you just sub? Why is it saying in my chat that you subbed but nothing else happened? There is nothing in my activity feed. There was no alert. Thank you so much for the sub, Pillow. I'm so sorry that the alert and nothing happened. Twitch just broke. It's not even in my activity feed anywhere. The only reason I saw it is because it was in the chat. Like, my Mix It Up, I think, said it. But Twitch is just like, nah, fuck you, I guess. I'm so sorry, Pillow. Thank you so much for the sub. So Ryan has 1.1k. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. He's doing so good for his anniversary. Bought it in 2016. Has Viscera Cleanup been around for that long? I thought it was new. Doesn't work the way I thought it did in Warframe. Rather than giving 150%, it gives 150% of a weapon. Oh. Well, that's sad. I did not know Viscera was 10 years old. That's crazy. Just curious what it's like to be a part of the working class. Exactly. I don't want to actually be a part of the working class, but I want to experience it in a way that is not draining on my mental health, you know? Jacksepticeye, my beloved. Did he play it like when it came out, I imagine? Wrathful Advance. Hey, is that my thing? Because I'm wrathful. Go read a book and enjoy avocado toast. Heard about? That's what I'm saying. US senator that's 91 years old. Yeah, see, that should be illegal. Thank you for petting Tabakaza. It's gonna be 5 minutes late? Great. Twitch is just ass. Usually it doesn't when you share the sub streak or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Thought our old Muppet of a PM did a good job during God. I'm so looking forward to talking to them about it during Easter. Don't bring it up, Jorbs. Just take it from me. Don't even bring it up. If they bring it up, try and change the topic. That's what I started doing with my mum. Because she, unfortunately, ended up becoming a Trump supporter. Before she died a few years back. And if she brought it up, I just stopped responding. I didn't want to hear anything about it because I knew I wasn't going to change her mind. So I was like, you know what? We're best off just not talking about it, actually. We're probably just, it's not even worth talking about. Yeah, I think she had a massive decline in her mental health, though. Yay!
Master Race.
There it is! I bet it's because it's a Prime sub. Because Twitch fucks around with Prime subs. Thank you so much for subbing with Prime for 2 months! PC Master Race! And did you have to go to your PC for it to play? That's actually shit. Twitch, can you get your shit together, please? Thank you so much for the 2 months, Pillow. I appreciate
Chat,
you.
I figured it out. People are scared the robots and AI will take over human workers. We should make video games connect to the robots so that people control the robots for the
Yes!
job.
Okay, wait. No, Maxine's onto something. Maxine is onto something. That I would do. If I didn't actually, myself didn't actually have to interact with people and I could just, if I could control a robot to put shit onto shelves in a shop, in, a supermarket, sign me up. Sign me up immediately. Abso-fucking-lutely. Can we get onto that? Went to your PC. Yeah, okay, so mobile is just being arse. Ludwig the Holy Blade. Yes, it is, Akaza. Thicker, stronger condom. All you have to do is ask where Dutton was during Cyclone Alfred. All the evidence you need. Where was he? Was he? I bet he was overseas. I bet he wasn't even here. I bet he pulled a ScoMo and just wasn't even in the country. Meanwhile, our, current Prime Minister, Albanese, I think his name is, I believe he actually went out to the places that were affected the most harshly. And I'm not saying he's a great guy or anything, but, bare minimum. Why would you not be in the country? Like, pull out a ScoMo, go to fucking Hawaii while your country's on fire? That's insane. That's crazy. President pro tempore of the Senate. Is that the one that's 91 years old? Chuck Grassley. Funny red damage. Already do that at work. AI can do everything but what Ranga does. Yeah, AI can't do this. AI can't be me. Don't know if Tiny fell asleep. She might have, Lorelai, or she might be talking to her dad or something. Maybe her dad came in and interrupted and is having a conversation with her. I'm sure she'll be back, Lorelai. Wonderful, it can automate the making of art and writing and stuff to free you up to work more. Exactly, like, that's the crazy part. They're creating these things that can take jobs away from human beings, but then still expect us to work. And I'm like, I thought the whole point of doing stuff like that would be to be able to do this stuff, like automate all this stuff, and free up people's time so they don't have to be working a fucking 50-hour week to survive. But no, that of course is not how the world works. Let's automate everything. Let's take the jobs away from people. But get this, they still have to work. They're still gonna need money to survive, so they are just gonna have to find a different industry to go into, because now we got robots that do this shit for free and we don't need those people anymore. Who thought that was a good idea? Can I have a discussion? Funny Huntsman's theme. Yeah, now we've got fucking opera Five Nights at Freddy's. Y'all voted this shit in. I can't believe I'm listening to this with my own 2 ears. 2 steps away from cyberpunk dystopia. I haven't played cyberpunk, so I don't know exactly what that is, but yeah, we are heading towards a dystopia very quickly. And that's why I'm here, doing funny orange internet girl shit, you know? Because that makes me happy and it can brighten other people's days. The dog in me has been euthanized! 30 stream streak! Thank you so much for the 30 stream streak, Blunder. Oh, it's an entire genre? Oh, I was just thinking about the game. Said, let's take advantage of autistic gamers, but I stand by it! I mean, if they get... No, that's the thing, Maxine. It's not taking advantage of those people. It would be giving them something that they can actually, like, a way that they can earn money and contribute to society that works for them. That accommodates them. It's not taking advantage at all if they're getting paid. It is an improvement. It's an accommodation. Chuck Grassley would be a great name for a weed dealer or a fella who mows your lawn. Perfect.
There's an arcane in Warframe that gives my weapons an extra 3x critical damage multiplier while invisible. The bonus is tripled for red crits.
Is that the funny red damage? We love funny red damage. Should I be concerned Dad went out to buy cigarettes? He's probably just out to get his durries, you know? He'll be back, Pancake, I'm sure. Gonna get some Snickers pods. Pods are like one of my favorite chocolates. Like one of my favorite, specifically cinema snacks. Pods are a great cinema snack. I have an AI VTuber posted around my uni. I mean, there is one that I know of, but it's not just... So it's... I believe the creator is called Vedel, and he's a turtle. It's technically his stream and his content creation, but he has created an AI VTuber that, like, creates alongside him. It's like, they're like a team. They, like, do their videos together. It's not the AI solo making content. But there might be another one. I don't know. Universal basic income and AI-driven tools automation would actually be a great way to drive... That's what I'm saying, Defo! I've gone on about universal basic income so many fucking times! Because it's a great idea and no one does it! As long as it's driven by DeepSeek or not OpenAI or ChatGPT. I honestly don't even know what the difference between any of them is. I'm gonna be so real. I have computer chips that are powered by actual human neurons. Don't look at... Oh. We do? Why? Joining a Ranga stream and hopping on VR chat and having gay sex while listening to the stream is wild. Admitting that that's what you're doing while listening to my stream is wild, but I support it. I support all the gay sex, Ember. Continue on with your gay sex. Don't let me stop you. Was named after Cyberpunk 2077, which was named after... Okay. Reason Da Vinci was so good at what he did is because they didn't have a 9 to... Exactly! Didn't have, like, there are so many, like, creators, like, historical artists and stuff that had so much time to work on their art because they weren't working a 9 to 5 job to live. And somewhere along the line, we fucked that shit up. Neurosama! Yes, Neurosama. That's the one that I'm thinking of. Stolen data and DeepSeek's data stolen. Oh, okay. So DeepSeek is like stealing, it's like second-hand stolen data. That's still kind of fucked. Neuro is an evil girl. I've seen some clips of her. She's funny. What happened in Tiananmen Square in 1989? Its answer was, sorry, that's beyond my current scope. Let's talk about something else. Yeah. Unethical as hell, especially using to stream that a
DeepSeek is
VTuber is.
Chinese
Yeah.
Robin Hood of AI.
Okay, so like, sort of still being a bad guy technically, but for the right reasons. That's how I see Robin Hood, because still a criminal, but doing it for better reasons. Like, trying to better other people's lives doing it. Because DeepSeek is free? Perfect. That's better. And it's stealing from AI. Ooh, wait a second. Did we know about this? When did this happen? I don't remember the skeleton textures being broken. That's new? Okay, well... It's just skeletons, they're gonna fucking die anyway, I don't care. Uses so many resources to run it, yeah. Yeah, I think... Yeah, the fact that it's unethical makes it, like, it's kind of like, don't do that kind of thing. If we could do the models right and feed it in the right movements, I'd love to make a virtual Scoob that hangs out on your lap and you can pat it every now and again. Oh wait, you are actually saying Scoob. I thought it was a fucking acronym or something. A Scoob model. That would be so cool. Computer chips have transistors, have an upper limit of how small they can get, and we're nearing the limit, thus we're researching alternatives, quantum computers, too advanced to explain. You won't get it. I know that I won't get it. Computers with biological components. Because it's not ethical. Yeah, it's still not ethical. Not write sex scenes for my book, like I cannot write it without getting uncomfortable, so I need to write. Yeah, it won't be the same as writing it yourself. Server cost, stolen data, yeah. Stolen data is still stolen data. DeepSeek is fully software, open source, and you can run your own local copies for free. OpenAI and others, you pay per word? Okay, that's gross. Browsing Reddit a few days ago, I saw a pizza box with, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I've started seeing, like, advertisements that, you know, like, posters and stuff that have that same uncanny, like, look to them that I'm like, that looks like it could have been generated. But because I'm not very good at fully distinguishing, I'm like, And then I'm like, you know what? If they're gonna do that, and people are gonna lose their jobs, and they're gonna be saving money, and you know what they're not gonna do? Is lower the prices of any of their goods and services. That's that's one of the worst parts, is that they're using this stuff to be like, they're using this stuff to make things cheaper for them, but it's not making anything cheaper for consumers. They're not going to lower the price of their goods and services in any way, shape, or form. They're just going to be making a bigger profit. That's what else makes it unethical, because it's not benefiting anyone but the corporation that's using it. It's all slavery, always has been. Love when multi-billion-dollar businesses steal my personal information and sell it behind my back. That's been happening for years. Like, I would argue decades, with the, like, businesses selling off your personal data. Squirt Girl chapters 1 to 5 are out? Fuck yeah. Graphic design class at Tay and her classmates are using... That should not be allowed. That should not be allowed. Ugh. It's ruining, it is absolutely ruining, like, unis and stuff. Because people that are doing these important degrees to learn how to do something, like fucking doctors, are using AI to write their assignments. And I'm like, are we in the future gonna have doctors that wrote all their assignments with AI and actually have no idea what the fuck they're doing? Like, is that the reality we're heading towards? Also, on a better note, I found the maple. It was a bit of walking, but we found it. I'm gonna take the saplings with me so that I can just plant some. But I am gonna deforest this area, just a little bit.
Gen AI is something that upsets me greatly. It is dystopian. I saw a new doctor a few days ago where she told me she uses AI to write her notes during sessions.
Yeah, it's... Because that's one of the things you get taught to do as a doctor, and it's important that you know how to do it. It's an important thing that you know how to do. I hope to God that my GP never dies. I don't even have, like, a permanent GP, so, like... VGen is amazing. I love VGen. And the fact that they now have a shop as well is amazing. I agree with you, Sable. Further universal basic income was a standard in Australia. Then gooning could be an Olympic sport and Henry could be world famous for his sporting acumen. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the follow, Midnight Devil. And thank you for the love abuse. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Without your brain going stop, don't stop writing, no write. No write, just think of story. Must have got me working someday, must have gonna set me free. Defo kinda spittin', Defo do be kinda spittin'. The teachers told them to use it, for fuck's sake. What's even the point of doing a graphic design course if you're going to get AI to do it for you? You don't need to do a course to do that. Living in a slum steals my data, he's a criminal, but when Google does it, that's just business. Exactly, exactly. Put in an honorable show as well. My uni say he disagrees me because he actually needs to write the prompt that no. It's not, it doesn't require any skill. You're just writing words and getting something else to do the job for you. It is used to help predict medical stuff. That's a different story. It's based off of actual data. Yeah, no, when stuff is based off of actual data, it can be helpful. It can be helpful. But when it's just scraping the internet for anything and everything, it isn't. Have to, like, yeah, negative AI to find a doctor with a degree? Exactly. Exactly. And do that when robots are doing the surgeries. For the moment, you better not. For your medical degree, stop it. Stop, because you've got to actually learn that stuff. And if you're getting something else to write the assignments for you, you are not learning. That is not what learning is. And most unis, like the unis that I've gone to, if they so much as sniff that you've used AI in your assignment, you pretty much get expelled on the spot. That should just be the standard worldwide, in my opinion. We're required to put our work through an AI detector. Yeah, exactly. How are you gonna do that if you want us to print it out? I mean, wait, you still have to print out your uni assignments? That's crazy. I've never had to print out a uni assignment before. Say is good. It's so ass. It has no humanity. It has no humanity at all. AI was cool and fun, but it was just, yeah, when it was like for memes and stuff, that shit was kind of funny. But then someone took it too far. I'd rather read the Bible. That's so fair. Mem will 100% use AI to write his bachelor's and master's. Yup. That's gross. Before Dali, it was horrible in 2021 and prior, and then spiraled after, yeah, exactly, after it became like a big thing. And they were like, wait, how can we use this to benefit? How can we use this to the rich people's benefit? So pro AI, I doubt he writes his own works. Yeah, I feel like someone that's that pro AI is using it for, like, anything that they write. Can't detect AI work when it's printed out. Yeah, exactly. How are you going to put it through something that's detecting it if you print it out? To assist and streamline, not do the work. Using it to assist and streamline, I can kind of get behind that. Like, making your work a little bit easier, yeah. But using it to do the entire job for you, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I feel like there's ways that it could be helpful, and there's ways that it could be used to be helpful. That's not what anyone's doing with it, though. Getting it to write your medical degree for you, that ain't helping no one. That's not helping anyone, bitch. That's just making sure you don't learn.
As someone who has spent over $1,000 on books in the past 3 years, I'd legitimately rather read the Bible or never read again over reading something written entirely by AI.
Yep. Because why would you want to read something that has no humanity in it? It doesn't have soul. Like, it's just bland. And usually, like, has a bunch of mistakes in it that don't make any sense. Vibe coding is what they call using AI to make code instead of actual development. Using AI to make code? Oh god, that would be rife with issues. Send our essays through online first, then we print it. Yeah. That makes more sense. And I write the same line 8 times. I do that sometimes. Academic integrity is huge. It should be huge at all unis. It's huge here. I know that much. Then pick which is better. Sometimes you have to rewrite the same thing a couple of times and then, then you figure out how it's actually supposed to sound. Like the you factor, exactly. It's not unique to you. A robot spat it out. It's not going to be unique. It won't be your style, which is what makes art great. Writing to people who don't read, same as how Andrew Tate is what 12-year-olds think a man is. You right, King kind of spitting there. Spitting facts. Everyone has writing quirks, and you miss out on that with stuff that's, like, been spat out by a machine. Squirt Girl, the human vortex, the wettest willy. Hello, Midnight Devil. Thank you for the check-in. Writing written by a human is so obvious compared to text spat out by a machine. You can feel it. It has feeling. Yeah, like, using stuff like that to fix, like, grammar and whatnot, like, I think Grammarly has been around for a long time, and it uses an AI to help, like, fix your, like, sometimes reword sentences, like, make the wording a little bit better, or fix your grammar and punctuation. That shit's helpful. That's helpful. It's like an extra proofreader if you don't have an editor or a proofreader to do it for you. Because not everyone can pay an editor to read something over and, like, check for mistakes and stuff like that, or has someone that's willing to do it for free. AI assistant, exactly. Optical character recognition and scan it into an AI checker. Is that how you, like, check it? Grammarly was a thing before AI. They didn't... Oh, have they added generative AI now? I know for a long time they've had the, like, ability to, like, it'll read, like, a couple of words. Like, even, Google Docs and Microsoft Word do it sometimes.
Artists. Look up popular prompts on Reddit or whatever, and draw it yourself. Then poison it.
Yeah.
Then upload it to Twitter with tags for those prompts so it worsens the game. If you want to.
That's huge brain. That's big brain. More of that. Oh yeah, sorry, Lorelei, I don't have the I don't have the exclamation mark say in my chat. I'm sorry, that's only Sable that has that. I'll have that. But yeah, like Microsoft Word and Google Docs do, like, it'll read a phrase and be like, you can make that a little bit more concise. It's faux human. It's an unthinking system that predicts what you want. Exactly. It can come from making images that look just good enough. Just good enough. Yeah, you have to use the TTS for that. Use AI to write summary, so you revise before text. It had a lot of stuff that wasn't in the book. That's... See... Gum, there's actually websites, like, depending on the book, there are websites that have that stuff already set out. Like, I remember in high school, there's a website called fucking SparkNotes. I don't know if it's what it used to be like, but I didn't read any of those books that they gave us in English class. I looked up the SparkNotes summary of all the chapters, because fuck all of that. One of them was Frankenstein, and oh my god, I couldn't even get through the first chapter. No shade to anyone that likes Frankenstein, but I was struggling. Built into your phone, it's called predictive text. You right. Advanced form of predictive text. AI is not needed for... I'm not saying that it's needed. That was before... I think... Why is everyone yelling at me? That added AI and made it worse? You don't need it, no. It's one of the most advanced AI on the planet. It's kind of funny. I've seen some clips and it is hilarious. Silicon Valley achievements, cabs but more expensive, photographs you don't know, fake money for criminals, a computer that lies! What's the point of that? It's just become the same thing in my head. That's okay, Lorelei, I understand. What are Google Docs? Yeah, they just have, like, it built in. Let's read the summaries online. Yeah, that's what I was doing, Pancake. I read the summary of Frankenstein and then wrote my assignment based off of the summary. Guess what? I still got an A. In fact, one of the comments that the teacher made was something along the lines of, you must have really read and understood the book. And I was like, yeah, definitely, for sure. You're one of my greatest achievements, truly. Fooling the teacher into thinking I'd actually read that. No, I know that, but it's like, yeah.
My brother-in-law lent me a book called Mythos, the Greek myths retold by Stephen Fry.
I've heard of that
It's a very good book.
I wanted to read that. I had it on like a wish list for books because it sounded really cool. If Peter that lies, I have no mouth and I must scream. Oh, are they books? Once did I fail an assignment after reading a summary? Yeah, I have to assume that the teachers themselves didn't even really know the book. Like, if they read my assignment and were like, yeah, you really read and understood the book, then I have a feeling that they also did not read it themselves. Because there were some hard reads. I remember there was like one book in English that I actually really enjoyed, and I can't remember the name of it now because this was like grade 9, I think. So it was well over a decade ago. I cannot remember the name of the book. But it was a good book, and I read it all the way through. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Frankenstein was not one of them. It's kind of awful. In my case, I read 2 or 3 page summaries and watched hour-long essays on them. Yeah, that would give you enough of an idea to write an assignment, I reckon. AI hallucination attacks? Tripping balls? Just make the AI trip balls and then it can't spit anything out. It can't generate anything. There's a full notebook with multiple different short stories I've written on the stories. One of the stories I wrote is called The Boy in the Vase. That sounds a little too much like 2 girls, 1 cup. I'm scared. Based on Angel's Egg? Egg? Just slap a hat and one. Yeah, it is a buzzword at this point. Gonna be the death of you? Why? Because it's a good game and you're addicted to it? Or do you think I've got enough? I feel like I've probably got enough. I'm only using this as like accent wood, so I probably don't need anywhere near as much as I've picked up. But better to have too much than not enough. It's shit. Okay, it's over there. Back through the spruce forest. You just have so much to do. But that means you get to play it for longer. More playtime. Enjoyed every book we were assigned because I like reading. 500 books I've read. Frankenstein, Dracula, Moby Dick, Count of Monte Cristo, and all of your own free will. Yeah, like, I know that there are people that enjoy books like that. Like, I used to be a really big reader, not so much anymore because I don't have the attention span for it. And I used to love reading. But there's just something about some of those older classic books that I just struggle with so much. I don't know whether it's the style in which they're written, but I can't do it. I just can't.
The book my brother-in-law lent is $25 at Dimeox or $20 on Amazon.
That's not too bad. That's pretty cheap. The basic algorithms are called AI to sound advanced. Yeah, you closed the game. You got overwhelmed. Taste of music is lit. Thank you, Defo. I mean, it's not just my taste in music. Everyone else here is like contributed as well. Like we had a stream a little while back where we all voted on music that chat sent in. So there's a couple of songs on here that aren't from my original playlist. My first year in college, so I wrote the whole thing in Old English to keep it in character. Your teacher made you rewrite it? That's garbage. You did it for a reason, to keep it in character. Not your fault that they can't read Old English. I can't read Old English, so like, I would have just given you an automatic A for that shit, honestly. Gonna book tickets for Monday, yay! £5 hardcover of all H.P. Lovecraft's work. I own a similarly heavy hardcover. All of the Sherlock Holmes stories. That's so cool, King. Is trained. It doesn't adapt. Marketers use the word adapt because it catches your ear. Yeah, it's all words that they use to reel in people that don't know anything about it. Oh. Excuse me. That was rude. That of fiction and Greek mythology? Yeah. You closed it an hour ago? Return to focusing on stream. I mean, I'm really not doing much. I'm just yapping and fucking... I'm walking back to my base at this point. But I was chopping down trees. Got me some trees, for real, for real. ADHD, you just get dragged in, you're reading whilst in chat? Damn. Yeah, there's just too many other things that I want to do. Which is why I like audiobooks, because then I can listen to an audiobook and do something else at the same time. You listen to Shitboat? Yeah, I have not. I have not yet. I am ashamed to admit that I have not. Hello, Andrew. Welcome in. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Watch the new Minecraft movie with your partner. You loved it? Hell yeah. We're going to see it on Monday, I believe. Is it Monday? Is that the correct... Is that the correct date? I don't know, but it's next week. That's what I know about it. I'm glad you had a good time. I'm very excited. First Percy Jackson book. Wait, you got to do Percy Jackson for your Year 12 assignment? God, I fucking wish. We had to do a play. It was, Macbeth, I think. Playing Hades, but with hot nuns. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Comparison between the book and the movie, that's kind of cool. Personal library, the Biblioteca Phantasmagoria. Big words. Lil Cthulhu. Love to read, but I can't focus. That's the same problem that I have. Taking a rest from the gay sex, so Ranger stream? Hell yeah, we just yapping. We just yapping. Oh, it's Wednesday. Okay. Lorelai said earlier that it... Oh.
An example on the difference between train and adapt. If you're trained to use stairs, you're given a fixed amount of stairs at fixed heights. Encounter anything else and you will fumble. Adapting means you know how to use stairs, but you understand stairs vary, so you change your actions to account for it.
I mean, Zeph also said Monday. So, I think Sable could be incorrect about Wednesday. Unless that was not related to that conversation in any way, shape, or form. Which is also possible. Thank you for checking in, Samble. Helping with dinner cleanup. I hope it goes well. Saw it Saturday night. I was supposed to see it Saturday evening. That shit was booked out. No! I'm glad you still got to see it, though. I hope you enjoyed it. Oop, happy birthday, Sable! Just ignore random kids shouting. I'm hoping that there won't be too many children because we're not seeing it. Like, I'm hoping all the kids will have already gone to the earlier showings and not this late after it's been released. Thank you so much for the follow, Jeffrey. Welcome in. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. No meaning. It's just a story about a boy who has a vase he uses to catch water when it rains. One day he meets a woman who asks about it. Says that it keeps him alive. There's a fountain outside his rundown spot. He makes excuses. The woman stays with the boy but decides to break the vase while he's asleep. That's fucked up. Aww, and he dies! And the world begins to warp around the girl. That's what she fucking gets. Do real books your school force 12 to self-help book? Okay, that's wild. I got an award in year 7 for reading the second most books in the entire year. That's insane. How many books did you read? It is Monday? Okay, thank goodness. It's stupid and can't do anything it hasn't seen? Exactly. It was written while I was high on medication! Hey, it's... You know, sometimes those are the best stories. Monday. It's Monday. Oh, we're gonna watch 3:30, which changes to 1 to avoid the children leaving school to watch the movie. Yeah, I don't think we had that much foresight. Fella seems busy. You're gonna book the tickets tomorrow? Okie dokie. Edgar Allan Poe of your class. Creepy ass stories. Hey, some of those are the best stories. New porno, 2 guys, 1 flashlight. Flashlight, not fleshlight? What are they doing with it? Gonna watch Minecraft movie later today. Let's go! 164? That's insane. That's a lot of books. Oh, the boy drowns himself. Oh, is that how he dies? Because his vase was broken. What else is he supposed to do? Are they sharing the flashlight? Maybe. Maybe. I read every single non-textbook within your high school library and didn't even get a piece of paper in recognition. That's garbage. They should have bought more books specifically for you. The moon is a mass of flesh and iron. That's terrifying. Less than a quarter was filled for 1 PM and 3:30 PM was full. Full cinema. Icky. The worlds begin to darken and warp. Jesus. He was a pinnacle of the world. As Alex and Steve, yo! Oh my god, I got an achievement. Sailor of the 7 Seas. I do be... I got a pearl! Allegedly. Allegedly. Oh yeah! What the fuck? Oh, it's also a maple sapling. Just not... I don't think that turns into the same color wood. It's the oh! It's a special boat. Okay, the reason why I got confused is because there are pearls. You can go swimming and find pearls. I had every reason to be confused by that. Oh no. I should have sleeved. I should have sleeved. They're gonna front inside the fleshlight! That's kind of hot. You dressed up as Alex and Steve. You wore a tight blue shirt. She wore a green shirt. That's so cute, Andrew! They should front inside me instead, SMH! Telling people not to throw popcorn. I can't believe that they have to put up signs to say not to throw shit at the screen. 4 AM every night reading. How did you survive? Alex and Steve in the back of the movies. Were you just having sex? Yeah, why not more? I wrote that story mainly because yeah, why would you remember what you were thinking of, Pancake? Would have been to wear it, but it was tight. I don't want it to be upset, so I had to man up and go with it. I hope you still had a good time. Chickens don't like showers. Showers, our employees don't either. That fucking sign is so funny. Did they even, like, check it before they just put it out? Chicken showers don't like employees. I love it when signs don't read properly. It's It's hilarious. And it's so human as well. It's like, you're trying to do a fancy ass design with like how you place the text, and you don't properly have a look at it, and don't realize that it doesn't make any sense when you try to read it. You're just like, oh yeah, that looks cool graphically. Does Steve have a square dick? I imagine so. I mean, the rest of him's square. It'd be kind of weird if his dick was just a cylinder, when the rest of him is cubes. A subway because your door doesn't close? What, to let people know that the door doesn't close? You could just write on a blank piece of white paper, this door does not close. Like, it's that easy. Don't dead open inside. Shara, movie mob designs look as if they were originally... Am I the only... They do look kinda... They are uncanny, but it may not be for that reason, Maxine. It may be just because the animators were trying to make them look as much like Minecraft mobs, while also keeping in mind that they were having live actors in it as well. I feel like it would have looked completely different if they just animated all of it, instead of having to put Jack Black and fucking Jason Momoa in it. You know, that's just a publicity stunt at that point, but I get it. I get it. Is the creeper hollow in the trailer? I mean, they kind of do look like they should be hollow, because then they light up on the inside. This is kind of ass to climb. Squeenuses? Not the squeenuses. Same squeenuses? Maybe Steve's squeenus is a little bigger. Does Steve give you guys big squeenus energy? Okay, this sucks ass. I'm gonna need to find another way to get up here. Something piracy is based. In-game. I'm just gonna have to put, like, make another warp stone and put it, like, at the bottom. I think that... Well, either that or make an entire elevator. Which I could also do, and probably will at some point. But, not right now! Just gonna be dirt up the side of this mountain. No one's gonna see it, it's fine. Oh, there's still so much further to go. I really hope I've got enough wood, because I don't want to go back down there again. The better thing I probably could have done was teleport home and then use the waystone to come back here, but... Or not teleport home, but go home. Although, I think this was on the way. This was closer than home. Or first base, I should say. Parkour! I love the sound of my feet on the chalk. There we go. Okay. Okay. I am so fucking hot. Can we get the aircon on for a bit, please? It has to be the PC making it so hot in here because it is like 10 degrees cooler out in the kitchen. Boy's the
boy in the vase. I think when I wrote it, I want to illustrate how the heart works in a vague way. The woman in the story gives the boy a new vase to use because his old vase was well broken, but he refuses to take it as it's not my vase. This is in reference to a donated heart being rejected by the body.
That's kind of a cool basis for a story, Pancake. Maybe just the uncanny, yeah. done the movie like the Minecraft update trailers. That's what I was thinking. That would have been so much cooler. He's a coward, so I don't mind not giving him any money. I don't really know. Like, I just see Jack Black in movies and I'm like, he kind of funny. None of those words are in the Bible. Jack Black's squeaners. Neither is the kangaroo and second base. The movie action figures kind of scare me. I'm not gonna lie. Titties! Hello, BJ! How you doing? I hope you're doing good today. I love middle-aged white man toy. Why, thank you, thank you, thank you. What are we putting in a jar? Oh, the action figures? You'd think that, but check the group chat! Have Henry fan you and peel you some grapes? I prefer my grapes unpeeled, but he should feed me some grapes. I think that would be good. Breaking down because his body is ill. When the boy dies and the vase is broken, the moon comes down and the world darkens, means the body finally dies. That's kind of it's a good artistic metaphor in writing. I like that. Okay, so I actually want these to be made out of the maple wood. Bitch, you thought. Oh, this is gonna be so painful, isn't it? Why did I decide to do this? It's gonna be fine. We're gonna... Bye. They did a second surgery on a squeanus! Take half an hour to cool down because the AI talk stressed you out. I'm sorry, Ringo. It's okay. We're not talking about that anymore. We're talking about, squeenuses. Which is a Minecraft penis. Why am I... Okay, Okay, the rest of that can stay there. No, it can't. Get rid of that. I need to make stairs.
Rhonda, this is gonna sound like a joke, but I swear to the gods it isn't. So you know how I've been no contact with father for like, maybe a year now?
Oh,
Yay, well Grace comes over and says he was thinking of me, and the first piece of communication I have received in a year from him is a 3D printed Oreo with a sable eye on it. I don't know what the fuck to think. Help.
Is your dad real? Like, is he real? A 3D printed Oreo with a sable eye on it. Coming from literally anyone else, that'd probably be kind of a cute and thoughtful gift. Like... Yeah, I wouldn't know how to react to that either, to be honest. Is it cute, at least? Eat it! Ah, eated it. I feel like I want it to be 4 across, because I'm fancy like that. Do you need to check him into a home? Yes. The answer is definitely yes to that. Sometime in Feb today, we're contacting our estranged son to give him a 3D printed Oreo. He's seen better days. Have you sent a picture of it? I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see the fucked up 3D printed Oreo. It's a good name for a base, because I gotta name my base. I mean, I've just got first base and second base, and I'm gonna make second base look like a pair of boobs. It's gonna look like titties from like bird's eye, like above view titties. Even though I don't think AI can 3D print. I don't think AI can 3D print, but it wouldn't surprise me if you could make a, like the file that you put into the 3D printer using AI. Is Hush Hush essentially a torture session? Here's a business. Yeah, no, I heard about all that, Sable. I heard about all that. Tiddies based. Yeah. Based. Get it? Because it's gonna be a base. A good name for a base. I don't know. I'm not good at coming up with names for things. Nurse, he's out of bed! He's 3D printing Oreos again! Your dad impulsively buying a 3D printer is very on brand. Color me not surprised at all. Hello, Scary! Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Fuck, I just misplaced that fucking stair. Well, it's staying down there now. I ain't going back down there. Wait, how did we not have exactly... If it makes 4 at a time, how did I not have, you know, I don't even know. I don't know. Do you just hate your parents for being bigoted fucks? And honestly, if I met them, I'd probably punch them across the face. I want to. I know where they live. Oh my god, it actually does, like, that the Oreo side does just look like an Oreo. But why does the Sableye look like that, and why is the text, like, fucked up? I mean, there is a chance that it is just the 3D printer that's done that, because 3D printing can be kind of finicky, especially with small details, depending on how good the 3D
Hey,
printer
chat, can
is.
we stop with the AI talk? It is making some members of the community uncomfortable.
Definitely not a conversation that I want brought up frequently here. Sounds like the most autistic man. He'd call you a slur for being autistic. Real. That's so real. How it goes? You're not having a wonderful day, but shit happens. Shit do be happening sometimes. I'm sorry you're not having a good day, Scary. To queef out? Once, and she started to say something and took a deep breath and said, I shouldn't say that here! Your therapist is so fucking real. So based. I think I made this too tall. I think I made it taller than I wanted to. I don't know, I think I only want it to be a couple of steps up. All this stuff is just gonna fall to the ground down there, and I don't even care. I don't even care. Actually, I kind of needed those bits there, but it's okay. It's okay, we'll be fine. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Bye. Just want a little, and then I'm gonna like, it's gonna be like a little platform. Why has the music just stopped altogether? Spotify, are you good? Oh, okay, it's the end part of that song. There we go. With her on that one, so am I. Show up at your house and cook you eggs. There's a 40% chance you'll burn them. Eggs in this economy? Damn, I'm getting treated. Wait, are you buying the eggs, or do I gotta buy the eggs and then you cook them? You know what? I'm sure I could spare a $10 bill for some eggs. What the cum? Go away. Yeah, no, you kind of fucked up, not gonna lie. You're gonna show up and not burn the eggs? Be exclaiming a bit. Oh, he's playing Donkey Kong Country with his mum. Sorry, I have to have the door open because it is like, I swear it'd be getting almost near 40 degrees in this office. And I am not enjoying it. And it's between open the door, turn the air conditioner on, or end stream. The OG Donkey Kong Country, if that's the one that's on the Switch, like, plus thing that you can get, yes. It is the old version. I think it's the original. Text is just shitty because the printer, yeah. Yeah, I've seen stuff like 3D printed with like shittier 3D printers, and I'm like, yeah. They don't do small details great. Sneaky. I thought it was gonna give me a reward for putting down logs. But no, homeboy is never okay. I like to call it To Be a Father. It's about a murder escapes justice. Takes it as a sign that he has another chance. He ends up adopting a child since as a child it's just him trying to be a father to a terminally ill daughter. That's so sad. Also kind of fucked up, but sad. I'm trans, autistic, and live in the US. I'm broke as fuck. Yeah.
I decided to name my base rank as Left Tit.
That's a pretty good base name. Are you gonna make it look like my left tit, or is it just gonna be called that? Sorry, I had to pick on the Zombo. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Wait, it's already kind of looking rounded. Ah! Am I dumb? I'm just gonna sleep. Hold on. Gotta show us for reference! Change my key, but forgetting, because I have a spare. Oh. Has our key that was given to Grace when she visited? Yeah, I would genuinely hope he wouldn't just turn up at your house unannounced. I mean, I definitely wouldn't put it past him, but I feel like at that... It's at that point where you can get, like, authorities involved, right? Like, because he's not wanted at your house, he can't just show up just because he's your dad. Is fucking it. I got it caught in a window again, sorry. Unless your left tit has 4 nipples, then no. I mean, it could. It might. It might. Pay for the locks to be changed myself. I mean, yeah, I don't know how you go about changing locks in a rental. That's the only thing. Daughter passes away and the dad finally confesses his murder to try and get the death penalty, not knowing how the law works, he gets the death penalty and It's kind of like a villain to kind of okay guy arc, and then he kind of gets the karma for being a dickhead earlier on in life anyway. Now I feel sorry for ripping on him all. I tell him defo means it all in fun, and I defend him right there in person just as much. Aw, that's sweet. Nah, he knows all this is in good fun. Changing my Discord username to rag his right tit. Am I gonna have a middle tit as well? I've only got 2 titties, so like... there's not... The real estate isn't... It's not, what's the word? Prosperous. You might have to divvy it up. Like, the tit is separate from, like, the areola and the nipple. So you might have to divvy up the property. Blam! He is the authorities, bro, as an ex-cop. I mean, just because he's an ex-cop... do ex-cops have any kind of authority with current cops? Cop for 15 years. I feel like if he committed an actual crime, he would still be, like, in trouble, though. I would like to hope, anyway. You're in a house and are an adult, your father coming over unannounced and unwantedly. Exactly, it counts as trespassing. Ringo's exactly right. Prove that you have 4 nipples on your left tit. I'm not giving you a titty pic that easy. Just call the police for trespass is unwelcome. Exactly. All that fancy schmancy garbage. Once he put you in handcuffs to show you what it was like with your consent? Constable, that's what I'm thinking, King. Thylacine babies? What is that? We'll have a forehead titty and
Wanda
a nose
forgets
titty.
that something exists called systematic corruption.
Yeah. I don't forget it exists, I just want to live in blissful ignorance that it can't possibly. I don't know the punchline. He worked in child protection when he kicked... That's disgusting. Titties growing out of my nostrils! Is one of your tits bigger than the other? Yes. I believe my right one is slightly bigger than my left. Not by, like, a really noticeable margin, but, like, it is. Good enough name for a Minecraft... What? Tit? Collarbone? Do you have a thing for collarbones, Panther? Homeless kids on the street and then came back home and kicked me on the street. Disgusting. To change locks in a rental, it's harder to explain to the landlord why their key doesn't work, but if you say domestic violence... Oh, okay, yeah. I get, like, at the end of the day, it's your house and your home and you live in it, so, like, you need to be able to do stuff like that for your own safety without having to wait for an approval from someone. Him putting you in handcuffs might have given... Maxine, why would you say something like that? I have to deal with my dad doing that because he's dead. The chat face, I can't. From that message, I can't figure out whether to say I'm sorry for your loss or congratulations. Can both be in the same sentence? Tasmanian tigers. Oh, Tasmanian tigers are really close to making... Wait, they're actually gonna bring them back? I saw that they're trying to bring, like, they got the woolly mice, the woolly mammoth, from, like, woolly mammoth genes, and I think they've successfully brought back dire wolves as well, which have been dead for, like, 10,000 years. There's, like, babies. I think everyone's breasts are asymmetrical. I'm pretty sure. I think that's just normal. I can check for you! Minecraft time! Your right tit is bigger. Twinsies! Twinsies! Left butt cheek is redder than the other. I thought you were gonna say because you, like, sit slightly to one side, but no. Can I juggle your tits? Sure, why not? You know, just flip them. Egg flip. Pecs are balanced, it took a while. Yo, he was a cunt? Okay, well then congratulations. Still small, so it's hard to tell, but I think the right one is slightly bigger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just like a biological thing. Congratulations or sorry that happened. I ain't reading all that. Congratulations or sorry that happened. Speaking of whores, hello Maya. Maxine, that's just rude. Hi Maya, how are you doing? They're puppies! They are puppies! Reason I had to raise your siblings since you were 12 so he can- Well, he did. He did, Panther. He took that literally. They bring back direwolves. I saw vids of- I saw a video of them howling and they're so cute! They're so adorable! I love them. But, like, it still brings about the question that just because we can, does that mean we should? Just because we can bring these creatures back that have been gone for thousands of years, should we? Like, Tasmanian tigers haven't been extinct for as long. That's like, I think a relatively recent thing in the last fuck off, last like 100 years. But like something that's been gone for thousands of years, I'm like, should we? Should we? Saying no, I'm not saying no to beautiful puppies. I'm
MD7KGN who
M doing whore, whatever that is. Same, me too, actually. Can we get rid of mosquitoes? Yeah, can we do that? Big puppy. I'm not saying specifically the dire wolves, like, I don't think they're gonna do anything, like, that drastic. They may change up ecosystems, though, because they're going to be a bigger predator, depending on whether they do introduce them into ecosystems. They may never be able to. They would have to be kept in, like, captivity, because introducing them to what would have been their native ecosystems might fuck them up, because those ecosystems are no longer equipped to deal with that animal. I'm not anti-puppy. I'm thinking about where do they stop? Are they gonna bring back these creatures and then be like, oh, let's bring back dinosaurs, and then and then we're gonna have real Jurassic Park. And as cool as that would be, it's one thing to have like a lion or a tiger escape from a zoo. Can you imagine an entire Tyrannosaurus Rex escaping from a fucking zoo? Can you imagine how much havoc that would cause? And how many people could potentially die? We can't bring back dinosaurs? How so? Haven't they discussed that there is a possible way to do that because of, like, fossils and stuff? DNA is all gone? Okay, good. Good. Those can stay gone. I love dinosaurs, but I don't need that. Reintroducing animals like that, yeah, exactly. They wouldn't be able to do that. Died artificially in 1920s, yeah, so 100 years ago. Dodo bird! It would be really cool to have, like, zoos that have these, like, animals that we've brought back after they've been gone for so many thousands of years. Barbary lions, because we have Barbary lion descendants. We have the genetic material, so we can bring them back. I'm not anti-animals, I love animals! Bring back dinosaurs, and finally we can answer the question if they had feathers or not. True, we'd finally know what they actually looked like. To dip again, bye Maya, thank you for checking in and coming and saying hi. You can't have a direwolf as a pet, what do you mean? Want the moa to be a New Zealand national animal instead of this kickable fuck that is the kiwi. Poor kiwi. Dino nuggets are real dinosaurs! That's where we get the DNA from. The dino nuggets. Dino nuggies. Tell Lorelei she's a really good bunny. Lorelei is a very good bunny. I love Lorelei. Literally all rock or dead. I mean, they do be dead. They do be dead. I'm so scared that I'm gonna get creeped again. I did not consider that that could be a thing. Trying to make it rounded. I'm trying to make it, like, kind of look like a titty, you know? Logistically how T-Rexes fuck each other. I don't think that's an option on the table, or it's gonna be blam and a bunch of eggs or something. They would have found a way. I mean, if birds can do it. Genetically changing existing creatures to be more similar to the desired animal. Ah. Cubic, hello, how you doing? Is because we have genomes that can be used as a framework. That's really cool. Half-life of DNA is only 521 years. Dinosaurs also definitely did have feathers. Yeah, no, they definitely did. Because there are fossils of feathers. What I would like to know is what they sounded like, because that is something that we truly can only hypothesize. We can never truly know what they sounded like. Oh, fuck. Hey, Sable, is there gonna be a stream where you don't mention me turning off mob griefing? I think it's almost every time. Every time we see a creeper. A Bad Bunny King, no! Dino Nuggets are real dinosaurs. Yeah, they are. They are. Well, back in New Zealand as well. Can you imagine the meals at KFC? They'd be immense! I don't think that's what they would be used for. Had cloacas, yeah, like burbs. Family Guy joke of a T-Rex trying to jerk off and its arms aren't long enough, yeah. Direwolves back before we got Winds of Winter, before George R.R. Martin. We managed to get Direwolves back before we got GTA 6. Probably sounded like really big birds, really loud birds. He's doing everything but riding. So like if your cat caught itself in its fly and really loud. Come fossils, those fossils become fossil fuel. We turn fossil fuel into polypropylenes. Not those polypropylenes. Plastics were turned into microplastics. Put into food. So dino nuggets are dinosaurs. You're right, you're right. Okay, I will turn off mob griefing, partly because you are correct, and also because I'm sick of it being mentioned. How do I turn it off again? I can't remember. Is it not just a command? What's the command? Or do I have to LAN and fucking turn on cheats and bullshit? I think I have to LAN. For fuck's sake! Every time! I just wanna- It's a single player game! Just let me cheat! And now what is it? Game rule mob griefing off. Is it mob griefing or explosion griefing? And then false, right? There. Now it can't be exploded. If anyone even so much as mentions that I am cheating by having that turned on, you are getting banned. I'm saying that now. I don't even want it mentioned, jokingly. Because I will lose my shit. For even insinuating we should eat the moa bird? I mean, where do we draw the line? Stella's sea cow, big-ass manatee. Introduce them into the wild, they wouldn't directly affect the ecosystem because they die too quickly, that overheat because of the... True, because their bodies wouldn't, like, be used to the different temperature of the world now. So yeah, they just wouldn't be able to survive. But yeah, I definitely agree that introducing, like, animals that have been genetically reconstructed to be what they used to be, reintroducing those into what would have been their native environment, very unethical, should definitely not even be attempted.
Sorry,
It'll
I
fuck
thought
some
it
shit
would
up.
be sad if your house build blew up, and that you'd rather not have that happen. Sorry for being annoying.
No, it's okay, I just... Yeah, when it gets mentioned every single time, like... Yeah, I get you. I get you, I understand that it was coming from a place of, like... not wanting my stuff to get destroyed, but having stuff mentioned over and over and over again is something that does get to me a little bit. Cheating its quality of life. Yeah, Henry. Just ban Henry immediately. You guys ever try putting fries on a burger? I feel like a lot of people put fries on their burgies. Putting fries on burgie is based. How is villager replanting counted as griefing? Who the fuck knows, SCP? Also, welcome in. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Destroys planted crops. Yo, nice wood. Thank you, Blunder. So our rules, yeah. I know. I think it's like a thing because I've never actually beaten Minecraft before. Like, a lot of people can say that they've, like, beaten vanilla Minecraft. I can't. Because I haven't. I still won't be turning keep inventory on. That, at the very least, I'm not gonna do. Just because that's... I want to be able to complete it without, at the very least, turning that on. But yeah, it's just my own, like, personal what I want to do. But yeah, this being destroyed by a creeper would definitely fuck me off. After thinking about it, yeah, that would be a probably I won't ever come back to it kind of moment. How many across is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. Because even though titties are usually not symmetrical, these titties are gonna be symmetrical. Because they're Minecraft titties. They are not real. We can have non-symmetrical Minecraft titties. The titties at home. This is a video. Ominous. Wait, what video are you talking about? What ominous video? Oh, you've sent something in media? Okay, I will watch it after stream. Yeah, I know no one's ever said anything, but that's why I was just specifying even jokingly. Because it will piss me off. Because people like to joke about stuff like that, and I know that y'all don't mean it seriously, but yeah. If Bezos can cheat, so can you. May not be here long, that's okay, SCP. I'm just glad you came in and said hi. Saying some phrases and only with a specific accent, that's a neurodiversity thing? Yes, I do. I do. Mob griefing is off, you can't trade with piglins, but that's a way. Oh. What? Well, mob griefing isn't what I turned off, it was explosion griefing. So I think that's different. Yeah, Zeph said it was different. Okay, cool. It's got the sub thing on your phone. What the fuck? Mobile Twitch working challenge impossible. Streets ahead. Stella's sea cow was thought to be the first domesticated sea animal, but humans ruined it by hunting them to extinction. I'm not surprised that humans ruined it. Like, look it up, they're precious and I'm heartbroken we can't see them IRL. I actually am gonna look that up right now. How much do they look like, a manatee? Oh, they do look pretty similar. Oh, they're so chunky! I love them! Oh, they're so big! Wait, they're so much bigger than manatees. Manatees. I love their silly little faces. You know what breaks my heart? That the reason that when you go swimming with manatees and stuff that they tell you that you can't, like, touch them or anything is because they don't want them to become too trusting of humans because they know humans will just kill them. Or they'll get too close to boats and get hurt. Like, You mean to tell me that they would want to be friends with me and that would get them hurt? That's so sad! But it's over I played with a friend and creepers blew up some blocks that were very expensive to craft, so I cried. Yeah, I feel like that's a valid reaction. Do you have a problem? Can I help you? Say it again, but Australian? I mean, I can't suck on them, you can't suck on the Minecraft titties, I'm sorry. It shouldn't- that's something that shouldn't even need to be modded. You should just be able to turn off specifically explosions. Explosion griefing. Can I live in your left tit for $12.99 a month? That's real cheap rent. I might be charging a little bit more than that. What we think T-Rexes sounded like based off of the shape of the hyoid bone. Oh. Also, it'd be a quick video then. Hold on. Let me have a look. Why is it saying that I've already looked at it? Because I haven't. Is it B to jump? That is a horrid noise. It kind of fits them though. I don't like it, but it kind of fits. It works. Watched the news this morning. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, SCP. That's how we got on the conversation of dinos and stuff. We got new wolves! Their first howls in 10,000 years. Mana titties! Use your breasts to store mana. It's so heartbreaking. Your love kills? Yeah. Yeah. You just saw a full body pic of Maya. She's so hot, right? She's so hot. Seen Dino Horror? I have not. $50 a month. Okay. Okay, you know what? That sounds better. That sounds better. It is pretty small in there, so like it's not super spacious, so I would accept that. I'd accept that. Demonic laughter. Yeah, it does. Part of an elephant's brain that lights up when they see humans is the same part that it lights up when we see puppies. Yeah, they get like dopamine rushes from seeing us. They think we're cute. They think we're cute. And that makes me happy. You got hoed by the lost.
Did you guys hear?
It's because the
In the
lost
news recently,
sucks.
they found
Welcome
a
in,
fossilized
Celine.
dino fart. They say it's a blast from the past.
Maxine, I'm banning you. Donald Duck having a screaming orgasm. Okay. So big they would be bellowing instead of roaring? Yeah. Creating much lower frequencies than we can hear. Yeah. Get scared because I'm too interested with dinosaurs. Same thing playing Subnautica. You get too excited looking at the ecosystem to be scared. I mean, I like being underwater. That's why I want to play Subnautica, because I like being underwater and stuff. I think that's cool. I like swimming. One person that's made me legitimately drool from seeing pics of actually drool? That's crazy. Neuron activation. So it'll be like a little hallway. They're not gonna be perfect boobs. They're just gonna be like vaguely titty shaped, you know? That works, right? Not exactly a master builder. Doing what I can. There's gonna be a little hallway here between the two. Oh, because I'm open to land, I can't fucking pause anymore! I'm gonna shit. I'm gonna shit and piss everywhere. King Leak when? Sable stop drooling. T-Rexes or dinosaur wolves are very intelligent, so direwolves can be tamed. I would love to have a dog that big in my house. Like, I want to have a creature that big in my house. I want it to protect me. Can you imagine the scary dog privilege that I would have as a woman if I was walking that out at night? No one would even dare fuck with you if you were walking a dog of that size around. There's one per the Sable, stop drooling. We all drooling, Maya. 100% fact, it wasn't me. It wasn't me, the pillow. Subnautica 2 this year? I still have to play the first one. Dino Horror Media was like one of those analog horror things, dinosaur type. It's faking a human voice. That's horrifying. Posted what my ribs are like. This year, I can't wait. I gotta play the first one. Only the shallow areas, but then the deep areas I couldn't manage to go, so I stopped playing. That's fair. I know a lot of people with is it thalassophobia or something like that, fear of like deep water, would definitely struggle with games like that. We can invade Italy after 5,000 years. I got lost because the chat moved. Chat, are you alright? No. Never. It's the world and rejoin. Maxine, have you seen how long? Like, I think I've done that previously before. It takes 5 fucking minutes for me to load into this world. I don't want to do that. I want a pet lion. That would be cool. Yeah, Zeph is exactly right, but then we gotta reload the world, and my computer, like, shits and pisses. Need to leash Henry or Sable and walk them at night. All love to both Henry and Sable. They are not scary. Don't talk about my midriff on stream. What if I want to, Maya? What if I want to lick your midriff? Huh? The devil beggar. Oh, not the devil beggar. Not Polly on the first. And you got done in by a devil beggar. Playing Subnautica as of right now? Hell yeah. Leaving now. Bye, SCP. Have a good day. Play Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero. They're top 5 games for me. I definitely want to play them. I've just never gotten around to, like, buying them and playing them myself. Have you seen chihuahuas? Terrifying. You're right. Sometimes the littlest dogs are the scariest ones. We had a little white dog, and like she could be a bitch sometimes. She was mostly okay, but she could be a bitch sometimes. I won't lie. She was temperamental. She was autistic. She sometimes didn't like being touched, and didn't like being touched on certain areas of her body. Like, if you touched, like, around her butt area, like her rump, she didn't really appreciate that very much, and she would growl at you a little bit. Never bit, but she would growl. She'd tell you that she didn't appreciate it. One more. May or may not... Yeah! You would do that for me, Ringo? That would make me so happy. I'll put my friend code in Steam for you. Hold on. Because I really do want to play it. I wanted to play it since I, like,
In
first
Germany, they
saw
have
it.
a sausage made from a sausage. They called it the worst of the worst.
Worst of the worst. Maxine, where are you pulling this shit from? Are you looking these up, or are you just, like, on the fly coming up with these? Am I on the right channel? Yeah. I just put it into game chat. Is it? There's nothing bad that can happen from, like, people having your Steam friend code, right? Should I not just put that into the Discord? Is that a bad idea? Can someone with more tech knowledge than me... Yeah, you can deny Steam friends. You're so right. You're so right. There's my code. It's in game chat. I secretly have a child. It's dad jokes. Modpack with 400 mods. Yeah. It's a chunky boy. Have a monster PC and it still takes 3 minutes to load up Gaycraft. It's chunky. It's chunky. Did your budget then, Sean? That would make me so happy. Nothing much apart from spam. Okay, Pog. Now time to DDoS, right? Please, no. Please have mercy. Should I have some steps on this side too? Do I need to make the titties bigger? I mean, I could just do 2 stories. They could just be like 2-story titties. Got to cancel your turbo free. No! That's why I hate signing up for free trials, because then you end up getting charged against your will. Say goodbye to your computer, Stinky! No, but I love my computer! I need it! How can I be here without it? How does the burger introduce his girlfriend? Meat Patty. The fuck are you building? They're titties! They're gonna be boobs. They're gonna be titties, but I think I'm gonna need to make them a little bigger. Your tits yellow? Why? They don't have to be flesh-colored. It's second base, Sable. I think Maxine, because I called my first base literally just first base. And I think it was Maxine that was like, okay, well, you gotta call your next base second base and you gotta make it look like a pair of tits. And I was like, absolutely. Sounds like a great idea to me. But I feel like there's something wrong. I don't know what it is. Ranger, do you have jaundice? What if I did? What if I did and that just hurt my feelings? Huh? Does this look like a pair of titties? We need the bird's eye view. They're a little too far apart, aren't they? No shade to anyone that has titties that are like a little far apart, you know? Mine too sometimes. Mine too when I'm not wearing a bra. So like I get you and shit. Something's wrong. What have I done? One, two, three, four, five, six. Was this one 6 as well? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then I think that was only supposed to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But where do it start? Okay, it starts there, and then here we get rid of that one, and then we get rid of that one. What's happening here? Something's wrong. Why is that? Why, you know, it's close enough, okay? How does an alchemist please his wife? Elixir. Maxine does have good jokes. I like her jokes. You just said that about, okay. Will the third base look like a Pinot? Yes, it will. Yes, absolutely. Dean Schneider, who has 2 lions. One is a white lion, and bro, whenever he lets them out, they fight over who gets to— what the fuck? Scary analog dino vid, no! They're braless. Imagine having two lions fighting over the chance to hang out with you, or the chance to eat you. But off, it's okay, they're sisters, not twins. Polygonal booba. Barely wear my bra, same. I also rarely ever am wearing a bra. Subnautica, if I remember, please remind me. No, I'm not going to remind you, Ringo, because that will make me feel like I'm nagging. There's like $10 that aren't allocated. That's so real, Ringo. That's so real. Me. Why did the baker have brown hands? He needed a... What? Huh? The full stop hurts me? Circles are hard, yeah. Does it imply you have a dick too? What? And so what if I do? So what if I do? What are you gonna do about it? You're gonna be sad because I have a penis? I feel like this is probably gonna end up being like a hallway like this. So it's not gonna look completely boob-like, but, you know, it's gonna be as close as possible. Cause
Fun
yeah,
fact,
circles are hard.
in Polish, old names were conjunctions of two other words. For example, a name Miroslav was a mix of words peace, miro, and praise or famed for, slaw.
I was thinking slaw as in coleslaw. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of cool though. I like names being like a mix of two words. She does have a dick, I've seen it. Ranga, how's your treenus? It's great. I'd suck it. Think Ranga had a penis should just be hotter. Exactly, right? The hottest girls have the biggest dicks. Something like that. So it means you have a straw. That's insane. What are you drinking out of it? Piss? You're gonna drink my piss? Your dick was bigger than mine, it'd naturally mean I was no longer the alpha male, and we'd have to fight, we'd have to have a sword fight! Sword fight that turns into frothing sword. Anyway, Come. Oh, right, yeah, that's what comes out of a dick, I forgot that. I forgot that part. Sorry, my bad. Okay, well, I can't, Sable. I can't. You sleepy? Get some sleep, Lorelai. Get some sleep. Pay so much to watch people experience Subnautica for the first time. It's a game I want to experience for the first time again. I want your memory wiped just so you can play. I can safely say that I've seen, like, very minimal stuff about it because I wanted to play it myself. So my first time experience will technically be a first time experience because I don't really know anything about it. Sable, you good? Proof? 6 days. Great. Cooked. I'd watch Sable, play Subnautica or Squirt? Both. Both, let's be real. Use your big boy words! Just need to drink a lot of water beforehand, King. I don't think you understand. I've tried. I've tried! You don't understand! Full sentences! Damn, Lorelai's being evil right now. Let me build this fucking house. Is it gonna be perfect? No. It's just gonna be a house. That's vaguely boob-shaped. Cause boob-shaped house, funny. Of course it needs to have a double door. Duh. Green?! Chat, this is green now. Actually, it kind of does look a little... It doesn't look green here, but on the top, it does.
Well, to be frank, I'd probably have to change my name.
Maxine, I am gonna shove my foot so far up your ass. You're gonna feel my toes wiggle in your stomach. Looks minty green? That's kind of crazy. It does, like, it sort of looks an aqua at the top there in the like the info thing, but like here, nah, that's blue, bitch. That's blue. I'll get banned, as a white man once said. There's always bigger fish. Tits are green. Yeah, what if they were? What if I did have green and yellow tits? This is a skills thing about relaxing at just the right time. Maybe I need to properly... I need to properly, research. Damn, there's a few more friend requests than just Ringo. I wonder if I should accept... Herm. Most Mountain Dew blue ever. Fuck, what Mountain Dew are you drinking? There's always a bigotriness. Colorblind 7 TV emote 2. Yeah, it could be the screen. It could be the screen, because screens... The blue light filter, that could do it. That might do it. I can willingly... Okay, so you can't... It's like... It's not just something that just happens then. Okay. That makes me feel slightly better. Maybe I'm not inadequate after all. Those look like boobs, right? Kinda. Looks more like a pair of glasses. I'm gonna be real. This is a little too long. No, I like the idea of having a little hallway there, so it's okay, we've already established it's not gonna be a perfect pair of titties. They're Minecraft titties, for crying out loud. Nipples! It is gonna have nipples on the top. I'm gonna make sure it has nipples on, like, the roof. You fuckknuckle. Can you get away from me, please? Thanks. Wood at the center for nips? Yeah. I'm gonna, like, put a decoration on the top of the roof that'll make it look like a nipple. Those tits might be poisonous or venomous. I guess you'll have to eat them to find out. Imagine being colorblind. Mountain Dew has other colors and flavors. Not here, it doesn't. Not in Australia, we have the like radioactive green one, and that is it. Let me, old lady, grab your cheeks and pull. What? What is happening? There's no one like my dad jokes. No, I do like your dad jokes, Maxine. I do like them. I want to shove my foot up your ass because they're good. Oh. Where's your settings menu? Because it's the default. Old lady cookies. 4x4 nips, exactly. You don't like cookies? What about brownies? There are other flavors? Yeah, apparently. Finishing a Monster Energy at 11 p.m. Why? Oh, he's carrying a frying pan! He's gonna cook me! I might actually make that corner there out of, like, an accent block. But not right this second. I'm gonna try and give it, like, a domed roof. I'm gonna try and give them domed roofs. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm gonna try. No, I ran out of blue wood!
There is Bloodshot Eye Red Mountain Dew called Code Red. And swimming
Ooh.
pool tiles blue flavor called Voltage.
Voltage. Swimming pool tile blue. Honestly, most blue drinks are yummy, so I would drink blue Mountain Dew. Okay, I gotta find... Pretty sure it's over here somewhere. The tropics. Is it this one? This one here. The blue place. That's actually not too bad. Blue wood. I'll make it... That's not the right blue. I'm gonna make it aqua. Hello, Muse. Welcome in. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. It's worse than angry. Same with disappointed. Melatonin gummies. Definitely you should try them if you have trouble sleeping. Brownies good? Okay, brownies are yummy. We can agree on that. It's had a peasant stew, spicy stew made with sausage, potato, cabbage, and pepper. That does sound yummy. Sausage. We're crafting the gays. I'd like to apply for my gay, please. Just one for now. Coming right up. After I craft my titties. I'm crafting titties. See? Titties. Boob! Botany pots. All you need is one sapling and a botany pot. Yo! Infinite wood? Okay, Pog. I don't know if I have a tropic sapling, though. So I may still need to go and collect one. I mean, I'll go and look. If I do have one, it'll be back at first base. But I'm fairly certain that I don't. Birch, oak, azola. I don't think I would have put it anywhere else. Fish. Yeah, I don't think I've got any sable. There's a clear Mountain Dew? Damn. Mountain Dew? Mountain Doo-doo. Would you drink blue piss? If I didn't initially know it was piss, I would probably try it, but as soon as I found out it was piss, if I knew it was piss, I probably wouldn't drink it, no. Does that answer your question? Should get regular bundle with both Subnautica and Subnautica. It would take longer to get. How much are they? Because I might be able to get one when my next payout comes. So don't worry about getting a bundle. Because I can probably I'll pay for one of the games. It's all good. You don't have to take that all on. Avatar 3: The Quest for More Bloobs.
When Mountain Dew was first released, it was advertised as hillbilly piss.
Hillbilly piss. I kind of love that. That's funny. Baja Blast. I've never tried it. I don't know what it tastes like, but a lot of people seem to like it. So surely it's good, right? Kept misreading melatonin gummies as melanin gummies, and I was wondering who the fuck needed supplements for that? Not the melanin gummies. Why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road? Because it got stuck in a crack. Yeah, my crack. I thought you were trying to become... Maxine. Can I shove my face in the house? Sure. Sure thing. Go sleepy, Rory. Have a good eepy eep. I tuck in and give forehead kiss. Mwah. There you go. Now you can sleep good and have sweet dream. Thank you for that, pets. Nothing never change. Do you know what Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is? It's a fucking Legend of Zelda, right? I don't know much about it, but I know. Oh, the non-canon prequel, right? Yeah, Henry just mentioned it. Right, there was one that there was a new one because there's two of them, the Hyrule Warriors. There's one that was a prequel to Breath of the Wild, and now they're making the next one, which is like an unofficial prequel to Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, yeah, I do know. I do be knowing. Is the piss carbonated? Would that make it better for you, Muse? Tastes like shit. I still want to try it. Both games are 30 USD. Damn! 30 USD? That's crazy. Bundle is 55. So you're only saving 5 USD. I feel like at that point the bundles are only worth it in my opinion if you're saving like more than 10 bucks. Like even 5 USD is not even 10 Australian dollars. So I feel like you're not really saving that much. Still a different universe. Yeah, Henry just describes them as a prequel, I think, because I don't know anything about it. Dynasty Warriors game with a Zelda coat of paint. Need all the money I can muster, especially now. No, I get you, Ringo. I get you. Me too. Me too. We're doing okay in terms of money, but it gets, because we get paid fortnightly, with our benefits, like government pay, it usually 95% of it gets spent in the first week. Like, other than, like, rent and stuff, because obviously we always put away the amount we need for rent. Fortnite mentioned? Sorry, that's just how I imagine you guys sound right now. Yeah, we always put aside rent. Sometimes we forget about bills a little bit, putting aside money for that, and usually we end up having we end up panicking. We always end up having the money, but it's like, oh shit, we didn't put the money aside for that, so sometimes it bounces back. When the direct debit tries to take it out, it bounces back and we have to pay it, like, when we get paid. When our next payment comes through. But yeah, most of the time, like, at the end of, like, a week, after a week of getting paid, we're pretty much down to pennies. And I mean, it's partially our fault because we spend a little bit too much on fast food rather than buying and buying and cooking our own food. But that's because I personally just hate cooking, and Henry doesn't hate cooking, he hates the time it takes to cook. I just kind of hate the entire experience, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I get you, Ringo, I get you. Fork knife, you want food? Get yourself some food jobs! Get yourself some food. Eat. Need a job, I want E. Yeah. If I can save $5, I'll save $5. You right. Take Calamity Ganon from Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, and compare him to Broly from Dragon Ball Super and tell me they don't look similar and fight similar. I mean, I don't know anything about the individual characters at all, but I don't doubt that there's probably some similarities if it's a similar kind of game, especially. I want E, you got this, Maxine. Job searching and honestly just working a job in general is hard, but you got this. I believe in you. A sidequel rather than a prequel. Yeah, like a side game. Going to ban the both of you? The brain cell synced up. Shared the brain cell. Do I have Subnautica on your new Steam account? No! Why did you have to make a new Steam account, Ringo? What happened to your old one? Someone who buys ingredients and cooks, it's no cheaper? Really? I mean, that might be a Canada thing, because... Oh, the Burts. It is a bit cheaper here in Australia, because our fast food is kind of... It's kind of expensive. When you're paying, like, $20 per person for a meal, and you can make an entire, like, like, a meal that'll give you 4 serves from $20, you do save money by buying ingredients and cooking your own meals. If you know what ingredients to buy and what meals to cook that are budget friendly. It obviously depends on what you're cooking as well. And what kind of ingredients you're getting. If you're getting, like, full organic stuff, which we never do, yeah, it's probably not going to be cheaper. Cost of living is a bitch. And the process of living kinda a bitch too. What do you mean I have to cook dinner? What do you mean I have to come up with something and cook it every day for the rest of my life? That's a scam. That's similar game that they have the same hair! Obviously the same hair makes them fight similar, right? Makes self-care tough. It's your refusal to cook yeah. Yeah, I struggle a lot with cooking. And it's not just like a depression related thing, it's also a big anxiety thing. Cooking for some reason gives me a lot of anxiety. I think it's around, like, okay, a normal person when they're cooking maybe washes their hands a few times depending on what they're handling. Like, what kind of food they're handling. Like, raw meat, obviously, always wash your hands after touching raw meat. I will wash my hands after touching almost every single ingredient because my brain tells me that it's contaminated and I'm gonna cross-contaminate something. It doesn't matter if it's raw meat, it could be fucking ham. Which ham, you can eat raw. Ham is cooked. Like, ham out of a packet, that shit's cooked. I will touch ham, and I will wash my hands. So every time I cook, I will wash my hands somewhere between 10 and 20 times. For just, like, preparing ingredients for, like, 10 minutes. 10 or 15 minutes. So, I'm just, like... And then because cooking is usually, like... What also gets me about cooking... Because I like baking. I don't like cooking. Baking has precise measurements. Cooking usually doesn't. They'll be like, oh, yeah, just like chuck some of that in there, some of this. And I'm like, a teaspoon, a tablespoon, 10 grams. Can I have a measurement? And then it's just a whole fucking thing, you know? It's just a whole thing. And my brain thinks it's a whole thing, and it makes it really hard. I just want to exist and not have to cook anything, you know? Personal chef, where you at? So much food, I can't sleep because I feel icky, you need a job because you want- oh no, I saw you feel icky, you need a job because you want food, I get that. I get that. Brains underwent quantum teleportation! Age of Calamity should end up being canon to Tears of the Kingdom game. Yo. Actually more expensive to cook your own food if you're buying the ingredients. See, that's so fucked up. They want people to be healthier, and then they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, if you want to cook your own food, your own healthy food, it's gonna cost you, like, more. A cook egg! Your Steam account got hacked! No! Deleted the account because you won't think, that's so sad, Ringo. No! All the games! All those games! Paper towels and water are good. My brain isn't satisfied unless there's soap involved. And you want to know what also I can't do? Because what Henry does is he'll fill up a sink of water, like, water and dishwashing detergent. My brain tells me that as soon as I put my dirty, like, raw meat covered hands in that sink with dishwashing detergent, that water is contaminated. Doesn't matter that there's detergent in it. It now has fucking chicken juice in it, and it's gonna kill me if I wash my hands with it and then eat. I hate brains, man. They're so fucking stupid and illogical. Find ways to not touch the ingredients so I have to wash once or twice. I also, like, but no, get this. Even if I don't touch... Okay, so with most raw meat in the packaging, I will, like, try to... I won't touch the meat, I'll only touch the packaging. My brain tells me that because that meat was in contact with the packaging and I came in contact with the packaging, I now have to wash my hands. If I touch any packaging that has raw meat in it, even if it's at the shops, I have to wash my hands because my brain is convinced I now have salmonella on my hands. It's dumb! Help! I might, so brain like no cook, exactly. Wash my hands when I feel icky. My problem is I feel icky all the time. Using tea towels to dry your hands, that is true, that is true. Tea towels do feel kind of icky. Deli ham, a normal ham is rare. A normal ham. Thank you for that lurk, Maxine. Had a good night call with the girlfriend while grinding Munta Hunter. Hell yeah. Welcome back, Makala. Breakers and my wife, you two are soups fun. Yeah, I do like baking. I like baking cakes, especially. Tablespoon is 1/16 of a cup. Took to a therapist about your germophobia. It's yes and no, because it's directly linked to my emetophobia. Like, I can easily draw the link there. Like, I know why I have, like, that germophobia and, like, contamination OCD. It's because of my emetophobia. So until I sort out my emetophobia, I don't think that can be, like, the contamination OCD can be sorted out. And the only way to fix emetophobia, from what I've been told by a therapist, is exposure therapy. And she was like, you are not ready for that. And I was like... yeah, I'm good, actually. I'm good. Yeah, I know why I have it. I know why it exists in my brain and why my brain's having those thoughts. I just know also that it is so incredibly illogical. Like, there is not going to be salmonella on the outside of the meat packaging. Because if there was, that would be like an extreme health and safety hazard. It's just not going to be a thing. But my brain's like, what if it could? What if it is? You see the raw meat, you are in the vicinity of the raw meat, you are dirty. Dirty. And I'll even okay, you know what the stupidest part is? I'll even do it with, like, raw vegetables, like salad vegetables, lettuce that I'm going to eat raw anyway. If I'm touching it to cut it up, even after washing it under some water, like, I'm gonna eat it raw anyway. If I touch it, I have to wash my hands after I cut it up. Or I cannot continue. I'm gonna eat that shit raw! I'm gonna eat it raw! It doesn't matter if I'm touching it, because I'm gonna eat it raw anyway, but my brain's still like, nope, wash your hands. Wash your hands. Even though you just washed that fruit or vegetable, you gotta wash your hands! So then I just end up with sore hands every time I cook, because, like, they dry out from washing them so much. Always wash your veggies and fruits? Yeah, I do. Yeah, exposure therapy does not sound like something I want to experience. It's one of the reasons why I'm apprehensive to have children, because obviously, like, children throw up. They throw up. And there's, like, absolutely fuck all you can do about it. Baby vomit I can deal with for some reason, but, like, adult, like, toddler, as soon as I start eating, like, solid foods, I'm out. I'm checked out of that. And also, kids are just huge germ factories. Like, they go to school, they get germs. The only way I would be able to not be under constant stress of the thought of my child bringing home germs is if I homeschooled them. I'd be... I feel like I would be a terrible mother, because I would be constantly hounding this child to wash their hands and never put their hands anywhere near their mouths. Like, they would be the cleanest child, but they would also end up with exactly the same problems that I have because of that, of me being like, you gotta wash your hands all the time, you can't touch a sink, you're germy, you're covered in germs. I wanna be able to pause so I can read chat, but because of the LAN, I fucking can't. I could bury myself. But I'm almost there! I'm almost there! And then I'll catch up. Ow, bitch ass. Ow, bitch ass. That was a lot. That was, like, that's so much. Minecraft, that is so much. Arguably, too much. Ow. Although I am thankful for this backpack constantly keeping me fed, because it means that I can just keep running. Thank you for the follow, I'm just Fenrir. Welcome in, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Sorry that there's really loud storm sounds going on at the moment. They are aggressive. My agoraphobia is also exposure therapy thing, yeah. Most phobias, I think, can only be cured with exposure. Because it's the process of, like, convincing your brain that that thing that you have a phobia about is not going to kill you. Because that's how phobias come. It's our brain's way of, like, it's a survival instinct. Like, fear is a survival thing. So your brain is convinced that that thing is going to kill you. So the only way to convince it otherwise is to constantly expose it to that thing to convince it that no, in fact, that isn't going to happen. But that itself is terrifying. Okay, I'm almost back to safety. Finally. So I can actually catch up. That is so much. So many bangs. I love storm sounds as much as the next person, but they are very loud. Ugh. What? Let me jump the fence!
And for those wondering, quantum teleportation is the act of one quantum processor sending data to another quantum processor without physically being attached, teleported via syncing a thing. This could allow multiple quantum computers to talk to each other the same way supercomputers do, allowing much larger, more complex calculations being done.
Can we create human teleportation with that? Can that be a thing? Okay, let me catch up. If you think about it, honey is just bee vomit. Yeah, but bee vomit doesn't get me. Like, animal vomit doesn't get me. My cat throws up, I'll just clean it up. I won't bat an eyelid. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Simply pass away. Hey, you're dealing with your own struggles. I would pass away if I was dealing with your struggles. Good morning, Luna. How you doing? I hope you're doing good today. I have an irrational fear of boobs. I need exposure therapy. Me too. Set to not go to bed until I get this one weapon which requires one material you can't seem to get. Has it got like a drop rate? Where you try to get it to drop and you have to keep killing the same thing over and over again? Phobia of centipedes directly linked to your arachnophobia? Yeah. Many leg. Take $20 off my rent. I'll cook out of your tit. I don't know if I've got the facilities inside my boob for cooking. Yeah, that's the whole point. I'm aware of that. I have 2 babies, so it's amplified, but I wear 3 shirts a day. See, yeah. Makes sense that the exposure therapy is the only solution to something like a metaphobia, because the part of life that can't be avoided getting rid of, similar to agoraphobia. Yeah, exactly. You can't not go outside. Like, I mean, you can, but it's not necessarily good for you. And there's so many things outside that you need to do as well. Having super clean hands can actually hurt development, a huge milestone. Yeah, exactly. And that's what scares me, Pillow. Like, the fact that children need to do that to build their immune systems. But, like, I see children out in public, like, walking around, like, crawling around on the floor. Like, having their hands dead ass just on the floor in, like, a shopping center or something. Like, if their parents are, I don't know, they're sitting somewhere, like, at a park or something, and the kid's crawling around on the floor. I would have a panic attack. I look at those children and I'm like, disgusting. Fenrir is approaching, storm is coming, that's all. Yeah, you brought the storm about. Big loud noises. Hard and scary to still to go back to being home all the time. You don't like outside? Yeah, exactly. Outside equals people and people are mean. I feel like a good deal of, like, agoraphobia can be directly attributed to other human beings existing outside. Because, like, imagine the going outside was just you got to sit out in a nice garden or a nice forest and watch the birds and the you know, the sounds of the forest. That sounds great. That doesn't sound scary at all. Like, I'm just by myself enjoying nature. And exposure therapy, that for me, for that shit, I'd actually throw myself into a volcano and then be put in the ocean. Yeah, that's your... The last time I even went shopping, let alone out for a non-task, yeah, I'm at the point where I kinda... I mean, I go out and do things, like, we go out and play Pokemon, but it's always... I'm never just going out just for the sake of going out. I know there's so many people, like, that just need to leave the house. Like, I've got family members that just need to leave the house for whatever reason. They just don't want to be cooped up inside. And I'm like, nah, that's my safe place. I could never leave my house again and be perfectly happy. Mastophobia? Is that boobs, sea dragon? We aren't quantum processors? Well, make us quantum processors. How about that? Opposite of exposure therapy for a kink that I don't want.
Sometimes I want to go to our local shopping area, sit on the walkway above the stream, and just listen to the natural nightlife at like 12 a.m.
Exactly. The bit that's scary is the other people around. I don't want there to be other people. I don't want to be perceived by other people. I just want to exist. Because I'm a fucking pussy baby. You're not a pussy baby. Cleithrophobia, phobia of being trapped with no easy way out or no way out at all. That's a very valid fucking fear. Arachnophobia, fear of spiders. Chilopodophobia, fear of centipedes. Oh, so they are different, but they're linked. Phobia that doesn't have a name, fear of natural disasters. Yeah. I feel like the fear of natural disasters and the fear of being trapped with no easy way out are both, like... Those are such, like, rational fears to have. Like, of course you wouldn't, like... I feel like it's totally natural to be scared of being trapped. It's like claustrophobia. People that don't experience that, I'm like, you're the weird one here. Because what do you mean you are completely okay with crawling into, like, a vent or something and having no way to turn around? Or, like, going spelunking or whatever the fuck it is and being in a cave that is, like, a centimeter away from your body. The fuck you mean? You're the weird one here. That is a lack of survival instincts at that point. Got a process of hunting it over and over in the way that's more likely to drop it. 6 minutes per hunt? That's whack. And super low rates, that's whack. I need to keep playing Monster Hunter. I played a bit more the other day, and I got to the forest area, and it's really pretty, and I can't wait to explore it. Never ever walk barefoot into a McDonald's. I would not. I don't walk barefoot anywhere except, like, at the beach. Gonna try and get rid of the handcuffs kink now. Yeah, never walk anywhere barefoot. Fear of natural disasters is very natural and normal. Yeah. They are objectively bad and horrible. You're need to DM you the kink for my joke to make sense. Have breakdowns in mild storms. It's that bad. Yeah, see, that's the part that makes it a phobia, because it's like, It's like something that isn't innately dangerous. It's like a storm, but your brain's like treating it as though it is a major, massive disaster. You're enjoying a game called Stalker, where despite the supernatural and monsters, the main threats in the open wilderness is other people. They're the unpredictable ones. Literally. Quantum teleportation only works at the atomic level. Well, shrink me down to a fucking atom then, defo. I want to teleport. Go to work and drive around and remember that I hate being outside. I feel like all of us just hate being outside. I feel like that's what a lot of people on Twitch can, like, agree on. I feel like most of us do not like being outside. How many cans of Monster do I have to drink for my heart to turn into a nuclear bomb? Please don't try and find out. For your own safety. Submechanophobia, I get you, Muse. It is, I wouldn't necessarily say I have a fear of it, but I look at it and I'm like, I get it. I do. It's kind of terrifying. Because it's something that's there that shouldn't be there. Something submerged that shouldn't be submerged. Have you never been cave diving? No, and I never fucking will. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow, Ultra Duelist. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Mentally breakdown, crying and screaming even in mild situations. Yeah, that's what makes it a phobia, is when you have like a disproportionate reaction to the fear. Isn't the worst thing you've done. Like, props to people that can do it. I just never fucking could. Because the idea of being like in a space where if I can't turn my body around, like if I can't stand up and turn my body around, I'm freaking out. Found a kink Maxine doesn't like. Is it the one you told me about that you didn't want to tell me about? That I, like, guessed? Or is there another one? Horrifyingly massive machinery, that's the mega part of it? Yeah. Yes, yeah, I can't imagine many people being on board with that one. Find space entry permit. You have to get an entry permit to go into confined space. Actually, you know what? That makes sense. That makes complete sense. How do I make a botany pot? Because I do think I know how they work. I have used them before. It's a hopper pot, right? Because that one will, like, deposit stuff into a... plant one crop or sapling and that rapidly grows and can be harvested multiple times. Next to a chest to automatically put harvested crops. Above or next to, okay. Oh, that's a really cool setup. So yeah, it has to be a hopper pot. Okay. Craft a botany pot and place it down. Right click on it to open the pot. Add a soil block and a chosen crop, sapling or coral. All corals, water, blocks included. Sand is for sugarcane, nether blocks, mushrooms. Okay, so that's just what you have to plant in them. Okay. Okay, that's easy. That's easy. Could also be claustrophobic. I do have, like, I am claustrophobic. Like, I can't be, but what's weird is that I only have it in certain scenarios. So, I couldn't crawl through a vent. I can't crawl through a vent. I could never do that because my body, like, I have to be on my stomach. I can't turn around. Could never go into, like, a cave that I can't, like, stand up and move around in. But what I can do is, and what I want to, like, y'all are gonna think I'm so fucking weird for this, but I think, I think it's the tism talking, but I want in my house to have, like, a little cubby house that's big enough for me to, like, just, like, lay down in, like, a closed-in space in my house that's like a little cubby house. That I want. And I feel like that's the only scenario where I can be in like a closed-in space. Like when I'm really upset, like I'm having a meltdown, I'll like sit under my desk or something so that I'm like surrounded by like I'm in a little tiny house. Or it could be a cage, you know? No, actually, it couldn't be a cage because it needs to be something that's like, that I can't see through. I don't want to see through it, and I don't want people to be able to see inwards to where I am. So it just, I mean, you could make it out of a cage and just put a blanket over it, I guess. Shark cage, yeah! It has to be covered, like, it can't be see-through. Shut your mouth right now! Is there a phobia where you can't put your dick in tight spaces? Dick claustrophobia. Can I go cave diving inside your ass? That's crazy. I'm a cat, exactly. So I potentially have known about it since it's wild. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna out Sable like that. Like he did to me about the fucking getting horny over reading his smut. I'm not gonna do him like that. Whose dick are we putting in a flat chastity cage? Not mine. That's for sure. Okay, I kind of want to make a colorful one, but at the same time don't. Henry's. Please no. I'll just do a regular one. Do I have any terracotta? Still need a hopper. How about I beat you up? Let me put some of this stuff away. Where did I put the Nautilus shells? Honestly, I think I threw them out. No, they're there. I probably will throw them out. I'm not gonna lie. Bushmeat! I'm gonna cook my bushmeat. It's what they call my coochie. You can't cook bushmeat, apparently. Okay. I guess I just eat it then. You're still awake? No! Did you fail the sleep? I get that. I also fail the sleep. Eat it raw, like you do with a coochie. Just more evidence. Wouldn't put Sable's kicks I respected too much. He outed his solo kick that can't be pinned on me. Out, not put. Yeah, I got you. The spot in your ear and it hurts like a bitch. No, could that be an incoming ear infection? That would fucking suck. Ear infections are garbage. Eat it raw. Yup, raw bushmeat. You bit on shorts? Yeah, I understand that one too. I understand that one too. Wait, I've got a pot, so I just need a hopper. I think I've got enough maple wood. I don't think I'm gonna need any more of that. So I'm just gonna... It's 5, isn't it? I'm gonna need to go mining again at some point. Oh, I need a chest. Hold on. Chest. There's there. I'm gonna have to make another to collect the wood. Okay. It's so loud. I think it's just this and this, this and this, this and this. You have to make the botany. Okay. Heck. I'm silly. Do I have any more terracotta? I don't know if I do. I think I used it all. Be in here, I think. I hope. I think I cooked it all. I think I cooked it all into bricks. We got all bricked up. Oh, there's 2. That's a botany pot. Oh my god. I already have one. I'm gonna have so much blue wood. Do I have a dirt? Frick. I don't have a dirt. There's a dirt. I think it just has to be next to it. I fucking put the saplings away like a dumbass! Thank God for waystones. The answer is please. Okay, where's my pot? There's my pot. It's a chicken. It's okay. So I have a feeling that it might not work with the modded sapling. Because I'm clicking in there. Have I done something else wrong? Just wasted so much time. Okay, I think with that, I'm done with it. I'm done for the night. Because I'm gonna have to walk all the way back to that biome and get that wood. And I don't really want to do that right now. Damn, Maxine, are you offering? Bush. If I'd heard of it before, surprisingly from the show 1,000 Ways to... That's great, okay. Someone died doing it? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Gotta do your journal, Rory. Didn't know somno was the term for that. I had to look that up just now. I ain't judging. We listen and we do not judge. Throat swabbing, yay or nay? The answer is please. Get the appeal, but it isn't really my thing. Part of Sable lore. Works with modded, just not all mods. Just specifically the one mod that I need. You just learned that Gaycraft has otters. Yeah, you can feed them fish. If you give them a fish, they'll like lay on their back in the water and eat it. They're very cute. Didn't have an oral fix. No, it's okay. You didn't know. Not time wasted. It's all engaging content. Engaging until I have to go and turn it into a fucking video. Honestly, it'll probably be like... I'll probably, like, chop that part out, maybe. And it'll just be, like, of me building the house. And not the stuff that led up to it. Need to sleep. Go sleep, Ringo. Go sleepies. Go sleepies. You didn't ruin my vibe. You didn't know. I should have... From now on, every single time there's, like, something mentioned that it will be easier if I use a mod to do it. I'm going to exit my survival world, go into creative, check that it works, and then do it. Because then I won't waste time. Gaycraft has honors, yeah! Yeah, you gotta play Gaycraft. Gaycraft is amazing. The otters. They crack open the oiters. Keep up good content, Ranger. Aww. I still can't find the power outlet in your tit. You'll have to keep rummaging around. It's there somewhere, I'm sure of it. I hope you guys had fun. Even though most of it was just me yapping. I didn't really get a great deal done, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm just here for the yappage. Just here for the yappage. Alright. Let me raid out into Ryan. I was about to be like, let me find who to raid out to. It's gonna be Ryan. He's got 1,700 viewers! I'm so proud of him. I'm so excited to see what he's up to. What is he playing today? Oh, he's doing Sword and Shield! Sword and Shield, shiny decks, let's go! Thank you for the raid messages, and also, if you're not in the Discord, please do jump in there. There's a Discord link. Please do jump in there for updates and stuff on stream and whatnot. Why is it doing that to you? I've seen it do it to other subs as well, where it just won't work. It's mobile? Okay. Is it because they're not separated? Like, there's not a space between them? Could I fix that by putting a space between them and mix it up? Because there's no space between the blanky jumps and the wiggle. Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on, I'm gonna have to mute Ryan for a second. Getting overwhelmed. Okay, there are spaces. That's the crazy part. There are spaces. In Mix It Up, there are spaces. I will put an extra space between them all, I guess, because Twitch is fucking stupid. It's not working for anyone. I'm gonna fucking crash out. Why can't I okay. See if that works. See if that works. If not, I can't do anything about it. Yeah, I just can't do anything about it. Sorry. Got 3 after hours. Good job, Makala. You did it. You did it. Apologies to the mobile users because Twitch is fucking dumb. I'm on desktop. Alright, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time playing Gaycraft. If you can't tell, my voice is, like, suffering for some reason. What was I gonna say? I'll be back again on Thursday, likely with some more Gaycraft. Hopefully finishing building second base. Boobs. And yeah, until then, I hope you have a good day or night, wherever you are, and I will see you all again on Thursday. I love y'all. Bye.